Hello, everybody, and
Done
welcome.
it.
We're D&D Boyband, a group of friends all like to be D&D
Oh yeah,
pretty
it's working.
boys, because apparently it's not fantasy and everybody's hot. First of all, a big thank you to Lauren, who is running the stream today, as Erin has fled the country. So there might be some minor technical difficulties, but we are working on it and we'll get better. So first of all, thank you, Lauren. This is an original D&D campaign set in the critical role world of Exandria, taking place 10 years after the events of CR1. The group may have begun by attempting to get to Imon, and here we are 2 years later. They're on the other side of the world and still trying to get to Imon. I'm Dungeon Master Jamie, and joining me tonight are the Spice Boys. We have a full house, and hopefully keep that all the way through this time. Let me introduce Clued as Barnes, Eski as Zug, Sai as Aku, Luke as Ascor, Lauren as Roman, and Erin as Hayden, joining us from very far away. So there's not, I don't think there really is a delay, but we'll try to be careful not to speak over Erin. Cool. Before we begin, I don't think we have any announcements, do we?
I think just that we're doing an art giveaway when we hit 300 followers. Wow! So we're currently on 287 followers. So if any of y'all want to get some artwork drawn by the lovely Clued and myself, please invite your friends to come follow our stream. When we hit 300, we'll be doing a little art giveaway on our socials. Everyone can take part, and the winners will get to have their character of choice drawn by us while we are streaming. So should be fun. Cool way to get some artwork of your D&D character. And yeah, that's it. That's the announcement.
Wonderful. Thank you, Erin. To catch everybody up on last week. Last week, you guys continued after you defeated the Starspawn, investigating your way through underneath the Arbor Exemplar. You were presented with 3 different routes, one with a kind of a green light, one with a kind of blue light but that smelt kind of awful, and a purple light with a kind of a pulsing through the ground. You guys elected towards the much nicer green route, finding a temple seemingly underground to Sylvanas and Melora the Wild Mother. You interacted with both of them, gaining yourself a small crystal, which may or may not power a room you're attempting to get into, and a cage, which was gifted to you by Melora upon one of you being found worthy. You then travel down the route, finding an underground kind of lake cabin, and what once might have been a pretty grove underground that has seemingly kind of faded into rot. You fought some fungal creatures, moved to encountered the Sorrow Sworn, although managed to avoid their trap, and had an interaction with a former draconic guardian who had been raised by the Solaras here, and after being killed by it, however, given his untimely death at your hands, had been freed of that enchantment, and after some very quick talking and some very good rolls from Barnes, he decided to let you pass, gifting you his crystal. Now you have one route to go, which is the purple route. You have returned back to where you were, and I'm going to presume, after Ghost's little chat to Roman about the fact that can you really trust all of these people to make the right decision ever? Evidence suggests to the contrary every time. D&D Boyband, I will throw it back to you. You are about to make your way down the purple room corridor underground area.
Oh, what do we think's down there, anyone? The Desirat thing, but we don't really know what that is.
Have any of you guys heard what a Desirat is? Is that like a creature or?
I think we established we have absolutely no idea, but are we walking into a fight is my question. Probably, right?
I mean, we all are, aren't we?
Maybe I can talk to it really nicely again and just we can walk on by. But no guarantees, you know.
I mean, I probably would have been a bit skeptical about that, but you literally just convinced the dragon to not kill us all, and on top of that, give us a crystal, so I am willing to believe anything at this point.
Dragons are intelligent creatures, you need to give them more credit. They're not exactly all bloodthirsty, you know.
Speaking of credit, did you use magic to do that, or was that just you?
Well, I have been called magical by quite a few people for quite a few different reasons, but no, that was all just the natural force of my charming personality.
Alright, where were we? We were talking about how great Barnes is at barding.
He was telling you
believe.
how great he is.
Yeah.
So no, Ascor,
It's
the
really
answer is I
something.
didn't charm
You
it.
ever thought about going into business with a tongue like that?
Well, I sort of ran my own business, sure. But if you're suggesting that you have an idea, then I'm all ears. I'm not all ears. I have other
Your
features
own
besides my.
business. Which firm were you with?
It was a business that existed 900 years ago, Ascor. I don't think it'll be relevant to you anymore.
Well, if you've built a real empire, it should last, well, civilization.
Cutting out a little bit. But, well, I'll be curious to know if there is anything I recognise left. I suppose I'll find out when we get back to a city. Anyway, we're just walking down this tunnel and hoping for the best.
Seems like a good plan.
Shouldn't we send
Yeah.
somebody ahead to find out?
Oh yeah, scouts.
I guess you're all looking at me, aren't you?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, you
Yeah.
are definitely the
Okay.
smallest.
Oh, all right. Jamie, I would like to walk sneakily down the hallway and go check it out.
You got this, Hayden. Look after yourself and take a bardic inspiration.
Thanks, Barnes. And he'll kind of shuffle on forward down the hallway and
You do that, you hear in your head, ask, or you hear like a little, kind of like static, little crackle, like a hiss. You just hear Askel's voice say, and don't forget to speak back if you need to.
he starts to kind of like say out loud, and then he catches himself and finishes telepathically. Yeah, got it. Cool. All right.
And remember,
I will roll.
we're right behind you.
All right. Stealth check for.
Alright. That is a 27 on stealth.
Okay. Solid. Hayden like sighs and turn around and just vanishes into the dim light, kind of lit by the fungus down here. And Hayden, you begin pressing forward. What are you looking for? What kind of roles? Is it like, are you kind of looking for traps, or is it more just looking what's around?
Yeah, specifically looking for traps or any sort of danger that could jump out at us and kill us, especially checking the ceilings after that close call from earlier.
Yeah. Okay. Investigation check.
Cool. That is a not a 17 because I have expertise. So that should be a 21.
21. Okay. Kind of making your way down this
Oh, wait, do I still
underground-
have Bane?
Yes.
No. Okay. 4. Okay, it's a 20.
20. Making your way
20.
down. This kind of, as you've noticed, a lot of kind of areas within this underground area. Some seem to meld more with the trees, some seem to be more earth, some to be kind of ruins of older cities. But this very quickly turns back into a kind of vibrant underground cave. And you notice that the purple light is coming from the kind of flora around here, that after some time, all of it goes purple or pink or some shades of this, and the light and the lichen is that's where this light is coming from. But the gets louder and louder and quicker as you approach, almost seemingly with that investigation you get something is sensing you're coming closer. You do notice while you're walking that there are quite a few areas of the ground that don't look quite as stable as some others, and if you pick up a little stone that rather than kind of throw it in, you see that as you throw it in, something kind of grabs it and pulls it down. And I'll say you kind of get to that point and you probably stop after doing that for the first time.
Do you have a map for this, or are we theater of the mind right
Theater
now?
of the mind right now.
Oh, I don't like this. I'm really sorry. I am really struggling to visualize what's going on right now. Can you summarize that for me one more time?
So the cave you're in is very much kind of surrounded by lichen and kind of underground mushrooms and stuff, and it's a lot more what you'd expect of kind of another thing. But the kind of debris and discard on the ground, you notice some of it looks a bit more, patches of it look like they've been recently disturbed. And if when you picked up a stone and threw it in, kind of the vines gripped it and pulled it down ever so slightly.
Okay, that's creepy, and I don't like that. I am gonna turn right back around and return to the party.
Yeah. But in terms of
let
perception
everyone
thing,
know.
you saw that the light kind of ambiently keeps at a certain level, and you didn't see any signs of life, kind of intelligent life, and nor any kind of man-made traps.
Okay. Cool. So I'll head back to the group and I'll be like, okay, so I think no one else has been down there, maybe, but it also kind of looks like it's been disturbed recently. But I think the vines might be also kind of alive, and they kind of like are eating anything that touches it. So maybe we don't go down there. I don't know. And he kind of speaks very quickly as he relays this information back because he's a little bit nervous about it.
Well, we're going to have to go down there at some point.
I don't really want to get killed by like flesh-eating vines, so.
Oh, we survived the last two tunnels. How bad can this one be?
What's so bad about
Uh,
flesh-eating vines compared to a giant dragon or things from the Shadowfell or anything
Well, dragon
else?
can be reasoned with apparently, but I don't think vines can.
Maybe. Have
Have
you
we
ever spoken to a vine?
Vines?
We've not tried.
Exactly.
I mean, you're a bit of a smooth talker, but I feel like there's gonna be a bit of a language barrier there.
No, that's
I don't even know if
true.
vines can speak. I don't think they can.
Aku, you're the plant man. Do you talk to vines?
Aku just looks very offended at that question.
I'll take that as a no. Well, we're not going to gain anything from standing here, and your friends, well, in more danger by the second, correct?
Yeah, okay. Let's just proceed with caution. Does anyone here can like cast fire spells that can burn the vines away or something in case we need to?
You mean like the big fireball that Asgore casts all the time?
Yeah, that. Asker, are you up for that? You up for a bit of burning?
Well, I could, but I don't know how much oxygen there is down here. We may suffocate, or it's a lot of fire, is what I'm trying to say.
Do small fire if you want small fires.
I can't do small ones, only big ones.
That's such a you thing to say, I love it.
Well, go hot or go home.
I'm going to adopt that one. Alright, well, no time like the present, let's do it. And,
I'll lead the way back where I came from.
So, as you're all following Hayden down, all of you walking single file as the cave kind of narrows and widens at certain points, and you kind of occasionally might stumble or feel kind of the ground underneath you give way a little bit. The purple light becoming completely ambient, kind of replacing any other of the fauna before. It's a fairly slow transition between the plants and the light being everything else, but once you're in it, everything is this kind of hue or shade, and all of you now are hearing the boom, boom, just rocketing through your ears. Hayden, as you get to that point where you saw the thing before, you can kind of make out to the party, and all of you kind of walk around and try to avoid these. Is anybody doing anything particularly special, or just trying to avoid the things that Hayden points out?
can I try firebolting one? Like, if I see little vines?
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to make a damage roll, you don't need to worry about hitting.
Okie dokie. What is this? 3d10? Yes. No. Oh, it's a 10. That is 21.
21. Okay. Yeah, you like ignite your palm and fire it toward the end of your sword. Sorry, and fire it towards this. And as it hits the pit, there's like a kind of rustling sound, and almost sounds like squeaking, or something like the area vines around it will pull in and downwards, and you see a completely, given like how covered everything else is in this kind of odd purple fauna, it's very bare around this hole, and you see a very like almost cut out hole, and just something has retreated inside. And if you kind of go to look over it, you can see just darkness. It seems to be quite deep.
So they're just retreating when fired down little holes?
Yeah.
Well, that worked. Go hot or go home indeed. Or in this case, the hot is making them go home, so maybe it's a bit of both. Not sure.
Go hot and go home?
Go hot and go home, right.
Yeah.
Okay, well. I guess
Hey,
we can
Bucky.
just proceed like this.
Okay. I'll say you guys, Barnes and Hayden, if you're doing this as you're walking through, one of you can make an investigation check, or you both can, one person with advantage, to make sure you don't miss any of these.
Cool. Shall I do this?
You're an investigative boy, yes. You've still got Bardic, unless you used it before.
I have not used it yet.
It's 10 minutes, so...
Yeah, so let's use our bardic. Are you fucking kidding me? I rolled a 1 on a d10. Okay,
no.
I
one more
rolled.
than you would have had
Oh, wait.
otherwise.
And I need to do my my Bane cancels out my bardic.
Wow.
And I roll a 21 on investigation.
21. Okay, that's fine. These aren't particularly difficult to find. And as you're kind of like going through your firebolting each one, and the party's following behind, gingerly stepping. Given that you found them, given that you're putting fire on them, I'm not going to make anyone do any rolls. However, as you guys are getting closer and closer, could you all make perception checks as you're walking down this route?
Let's have a look.
That's a natural 1.
Uh-oh. 21. Wait,
21.
is that
I
right?
got an 18.
No, hold on. That's not right.
Sure.
16. Be
16.
my-
It's like feeling very perceptive today.
Wait, I need to also do Bane, though.
Wait, who's the highest perception there?
14 is
14.
mine.
I got
Okay.
18.
18. All of you, it's getting purple. It's getting a little bit more purple. Everyone except for Barnes notices that like the further you go on, there actually seems to be a kind of opening up ahead where the purple light is a lot brighter than where you are right now. Zug, you notice that there are patches within this incredibly ripe, verdant, luscious almost kind of area. Occasionally, every now and then, there are just patches of this kind of underground life that it's not even rotted in the same as the other one, because you kind of sniff it, it doesn't smell, it's just turned almost, it's blackened, you kind of touch it as well, and it just crumples to dust immediately in front of you. You don't know perhaps what's happened, but some patches that you occasionally see, small patches here, but they, as you get closer and move a little bit further, they occasionally get a bit bigger and more, and sporadically more occurring more sporadically nearer as you get there. And yeah, you touch it and it just crumbles. It's not like it's rotting, it's just gone.
All the things here are dead.
Yeah, that doesn't bode well.
Surprised.
Black and rotten. Well, charred maybe. I don't really know. I'm sure we'll find plenty of friends up ahead.
Right. Do we have any way of finding out how many friends we're to expect? I assume that heartbeat accounts for at least one large friend.
Well, with you in the group, perhaps it is one large friend.
One would hope. Hayden, do you fancy going and scouting out at all anymore, or is this a we're all in it together situation?
Any more friends, perhaps?
Yeah, I guess. Cheez-It kind of pokes his head out of Hayden's collar and he kind of hops into his hands and he looks down at him and he's like, "Can you go scout ahead for us?" And Cheez-It kind of looks up at him and goes, and kind of scuttles down his arm and then like with his like tiny little like mouse claws like scuttles down the side of his shirt and then down his leg and then hops onto the floor and then runs off into the darkness. And Hayden's like, I need to hold on to someone so I can look and not fall over. Who's standing closest to Hayden?
What a loaded
Anyone?
question.
Not sure,
Yeah.
but Bonds is going to say, Aku, you're a steady hand. Maybe you should offer yourself.
Is Aku nearby? What do you say,
Yeah.
Sai?
Yeah, I can
Cool.
stand by.
Hayden hands out, touches the titty.
You're welcome,
Hayden,
my
Hayden,
boy.
Hayden puts his hand on Aku's bicep.
On
and then his Does Aku flex?
No.
Aku doesn't
It's not like-
need to flex.
Not like last time.
a permanent
Um,
state of flex.
Anyway, very serious moment, guys. Okay, Hayden's eyes go like white, and he starts to see through his familiar's eyes as Cheez-It scouts out ahead.
So this close to the ground, it's like reverberating through Cheez-It's whole body. It's a weird experience for you. Your vision kind of occasionally just shakes a little bit as you hear the boom, boom. Could Cheez-It make a stealth check? Could you run forward, I guess, or a perception check? Just stealth and then perception.
Sure. I don't have stats for a mouse. Hold
So
on.
you don't get your reliable talent or anything.
I
Oh, you
know.
do-
It's
you do
actually
your
better. It's
perception.
actually better for Hayden to do it than for Cheez-It. But I mean,
You have a +1 to stealth.
okay. So I'll just roll d20. And wait, is Cheez-It affected by Bane?
No.
Because he's a good boy.
18.
Okay. Cheez-It rolled an 18 in stealth.
Okay.
He's doing
Cheez-It
great.
sneaks stealthily to the top, but could Cheez-It make a perception check for me?
Sure. What's Cheez-It's modifier to perception? What? Which mouse stats are you using? Can you send them to me?
Yeah.
Cool, thanks. Cheez-It's perception is gonna be 9 plus whatever his perception is.
0, I think, but he does have keen smell, but I don't think it's going to be based on smell. All right, so, sorry, where am I? I've lost the map. There we go. So, Cheez-It moves forward, and with that, I'm going to say that's just about enough to avoid any of the more holes that kind of have been going. You guys have been firing, and Cheez-It doesn't get grabbed, and your vision kind of, there's lots of like leaves or like branches or like broken kind of stone occasionally on the floor, but Cheez-It makes his way through it and kind of gets to the rim of kind of the cave entrance where this opens up, and he kind of stands up on his haunches to give you a better view. And ahead of you, kind of like looking out, it's a large open cavern. In some areas there are like large mushrooms or other kind of underground life that kind of clings to the walls and climbs up to the top, all of it like this luminous purple color, and it's almost slightly blinding to Cheez-It, and he can kind of see all his way around, and this is a circular room, and Cheez-It from this vantage point can't see like the other end of the cavern. But what immediately jumps out to you as you look around is that there in front of you is a couple of stone steps leading up to like a square plinth with a bowl on it. There's also a large purple kind of it seems to Cheez-It, it looks quite strange, but it's kind of like thin strands of purple in the air, and he can see one side of it kind of blocking off this. Cheez-It can't really see past it, but he can see a large area in the center around this wall and around this altar where that kind of effect that Zug noticed has just happened in a circle around. Like all of the plant life here just looks completely drained of anything and is basically just a vague remnant of what it once was.
Okay, cool. As Hayden is seeing all this stuff through Cheez-It's eyes, he'll be relaying it, kind of like verbatim, kind of play by play, as he sees stuff and trying to describe it to everyone who's nearby. And then once it kind of feels like it's maybe too dangerous to keep going, he'll tell Cheez-It to come back, and let his eyes kind of go back to normal, and kind of squat down, and he'll scoop up.
Didn't see anyone or anything that kind of resembled a threat or life.
Yeah. So he'll squat down, scoop up Cheez-It, pop him back into his collar when he returns. Does Cheez-It return safely?
Yeah, Cheez-It returns safely.
Cool. And he'll be like, yeah, I think we're good to keep going. Everything's weird down here, obviously, but no one or thing that looks dangerous.
So we
And
have
so
like
there are no threats ahead of us.
I don't think so. Well, I mean, he is just a mouse.
see
Say he's
what's
very handy. And frankly, if you thought of renaming him, geez, it seems somewhat derogatory.
Oh, it's because he likes Cheez-Its.
what's a
What's a cheese?
what is a Cheez-It? I've never heard of that. What is a Cheez-It? Is it cheesy?
Well, there was this tavern that we used to the I guess the bins behind the tavern used to throw out their specialty meal when there was leftovers on people's plates, and they had the meal called Cheez-Its, and it was like little squares of cheese with a little bit of cracker, and it was really tasty, and we used to eat those.
Cheese and crackers.
Yeah,
Cheez-It.
and
Times
that's how
do
we became friends.
change.
So I don't know. I'd always be like, Cheez It, and I'd like offer him some, and then he would come over and eat some, and then we kind of became pals.
What you feed him now?
Well, now he's familiar, so he doesn't eat, but he used to eat
Oh.
Cheez Its.
What happened to the original model?
Lactose intolerance?
We got incinerated. I was
Um,
fine. He wasn't.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
The skill
You
you
know,
have,
that's
you could, if you wanted, actually transform him into an actual Cheez-It.
what? No, he's a mouse.
I just think you should consider maybe providing him with a title.
What, like Sir Cheez It?
Perhaps. But more of a Cheez It the Brave or Cheez It the Sly.
Oh, I never really thought about that before.
Something that's just not Cheez It the Mouse, you know?
Cheez It, my friend.
The cheesy.
He's just. I don't have a title. I don't need a title. He doesn't need a title. We're good. We don't need titles. That's stuff for noble people like you.
Sure, but, there was always a cute thing my family did. When we'd have a pet, we'd call it, Sir Percy. He was a fantastic dog, and until he drowned, of course. And there was Theodore, who was a mouse. Like Cheez-It, but he drowned too, actually.
Well, how did your pets keep drowning?
You don't take good care of your pets at all in this group, do you? Has anyone successfully kept a pet alive?
I can't imagine that my moon rats
Cheez-It
would
and
still be
I
alive after all this
lasted
time.
for years until freaking I was in the Underdark and there was a guy with a flamethrower thing.
Why did you take your pet to the Underdark? That seems like quite a bad idea.
Don't you get started. I had enough of that shit for my last party.
Aku's standing there with his arms crossed and he sort of says, well, I don't believe in imprisoning animals.
Well, he's not a prisoner.
Don't you have a
He's my
horse?
friend.
I have a celestial steed, which is not the same as an animal.
But you've imprisoned it.
No.
So it just comes to you at your whim of its own choosing.
It's a spell. It's not an animal that's alive.
Oh, neat is this one, apparently.
Yeah,
Indeed.
Cheez-It's dead now. And anyway, Cheez-It could have left any time. He just liked to ride about with me, and I gave him snacks, and so he stuck around. He never had to stay. We don't believe in lockdown, so.
Are we supposed to be doing something?
Do you know, I really feel like we're procrastinating the imminent doom that's awaiting us. So
You asked the questions. I just had a cute idea.
that was cute. Maybe think of some titles for all of us, not just the celestial animals. You can be Ascor the... I won't say it. Anyway, what, something about a bowl, did you say? You didn't see the owner of the giant heartbeat at all, did you?
I
Maybe
don't
it's
think
just
so.
what-
I mean, to be fair though, Cheez-It's pretty low down to the ground, so like he can only lift his head up so high and see so much. So we might see more if we go down there ourselves.
Great.
What's the largest thing you can transform Cheez-It into?
Well, he doesn't really like being transformed outside of a mouse. But sometimes he's a hawk. BRB while Aaron looks up the list of fine familiar animals.
Does he not like it, or do you not like it?
Can't you just turn it into, like, I don't know, a mouse with big wings?
He doesn't like it. He told me. He could become and he like flips open his little notebook that he kind of like, you guys see him scribble in every so often. It's like a little black pocketbook. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's from when I learned the spell. He can transform into a bat, a cat, a crab, a toad, a hawk, a lizard, an octopus, an owl, a poisonous snake, a fish, a rat, a raven, a seahorse, a spider, or a weasel. So I guess the biggest thing is an octopus, but that's not going to be very useful down here. It's not enough water. It'll be kind of slow.
Hawks are pretty large, aren't they?
Ox? I didn't say an ox.
Hawks. Sorry, it's my
hawks.
ancient
Yeah.
accent.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm used to the city accent. Yeah, I guess he could be a hawk. Doesn't really like being a hawk, but could change him, I guess. Is that what you guys want?
No, I want to get
Should we just go
downstairs.
down the hallway? I think
Let's
it'll be
just
fine. We
use
can just
our
go
own
down the
eyes.
hallway, okay?
I sense your reticence. Hayden the Reticent. Maybe that'll be your title.
I don't need a title, okay? Let's just
what's the
go.
worst-
And he kind of storms off ahead down the
Having this
hallway.
loud conversation in the
As-
middle of the tunnel. Sorry, Askell, go on.
I was just going to say, as Hayden storms off, Askell's going to sort of put his hand up, one hand out to stop everyone going after him. Just kind of like waits, lets him get a good like 40 feet and goes, okay, now step in his footsteps.
So glad we have you to look out for us, Ascor.
Hayden, emerging into
Hello.
this room now that you kind of saw Jesus, you have a much better view. And the thing that strikes you that you couldn't see from Cheese's vantage point is kind of up and a little bit through the barrier. You can see this like purple fence almost. Kind of, you can see come from the angle you come in that it's a square almost. You can see kind of two sides of it come along. But in the center, that Cheese couldn't see, of this huge kind of dead area of fauna, there is quite possibly the largest egg you have ever seen in your life, or at least something egg shaped. It has a purple area around it, kind of light it's giving off, that is like shining, and that's what's causing this. The egg itself, however, has like little it's got two kind of colors, which is orange and black. Kind of orange at the top that kind of stripes down, filling in the black shell of the egg, but it's giving off a purple luminous area. The altar you can see now, kind of the stairs leading up to it with the bowl, has two slightly raised sides, a little bit more forward, that has writing on them. You of course can go read that in a second. You can also see at the bottom of each of the four kind of square, at the corners of each of the square, is like there's also a similar bowl to the one on the altar, and it's kind of inscribed with runes all around it. I'll put you guys on the map.
I'm never a fan of a map that has less than 165 feet between the edge and the center.
The area of this is the wall. Where you guys have come, there is a tunnel behind. If needed, I would extend the map backwards. In fact, I would do that now just for you.
How's he supposed to hide?
Yeah, I want more range spell space.
I was
Oh,
trying
no,
to
I
put
knew you
this
were
in
talking
a...
about. This is perfect.
Yeah.
120
okay,
feet
so
range, 20 feet radius.
need-
Listen,
3 webcams fixing, but the rest are fine.
The tunnel
We got
goes
it.
back this way. Oh wait, am I on? That's GM overlay. Okay, right. The tunnel goes back this way. If you want to go back to the tunnel, that look okay. Can you guys see that now? Kind of the rough line.
Yes.
Hmm.
The very, very,
Yeah.
the very, very poorly driven line. So you all step forward, and this is what you can see as you gaze out, kind of across this room. The beating is very loud here, and you can see it's kind of originating from the egg.
Oh.
So there's like a heartbeat inside the egg.
Yeah, but you can see as well that like the purple like lines completely encase the egg, and there are these 4 kind of
Hayden's-
grooves and balls on the outside.
Hayden's gonna look down at Chisa and be like, "How did you not see this? It's massive." And she's just gonna go and like hide his collar.
Does,
Jeez, it's a
anyone
small boy
want-
who rolled a 10 from the ground.
Does anyone want a really, really, really big omelette?
You know, I was just thinking about omelets on the way in.
Mm,
I wonder what that hatches into. Dragon or what?
I was thinking it was a dragon egg too. Like there was a dragon in the other room, so that would make sense, I guess.
Or maybe he had
Well,
a
I
wife
thought
and
he would know something about it.
I would have thought he would have mentioned it, right? So maybe Desirat is a dragon egg?
Wait, this is the desert rats?
Well, maybe. Something about purple fire and it's giving off purple light, so...
Ah. How do we put the egg in the cage? It's too big.
Right, it's a really big egg. Or maybe the desert rat had a egg and left.
Do you think a Desirat is actually like a desert rat? Like it's a giant rat that lives in the desert?
Oh, I'm giving it an affectionate nickname. I definitely don't think it's a giant desert rat.
Oh. They're kind of cute, by the way. Have you ever seen one? They've got like really big ears because they need it for catching moisture and like staying cool.
That is cute.
Yeah, I like them.
Well, I hope this
Um,
has big ears
Some
when
really
it hatches.
fantastic knowledge. Sounds like you're almost educated.
I am.
You've studied?
Yeah.
And where? What institution?
Well, I didn't go to an institution.
And what did you study?
Books.
Cobblers don't count.
No, I studied books. I read them.
Read. Fascinating.
Yes.
Speaking of reading, there's some writing on those platforms. Jamie, could we make out what lettering that is?
Creeping closer. Who would step on it first?
Oh, I don't like that question.
I mean, I
Jamie.
said I was gonna go have a look, so...
Could you make a
Oh,
Constitution
Lord.
saving throw for me?
I'm happy to move up.
Is
I-
Aku coming with
I
me
would
by
have-
any
I
chance?
would
Are
have
we
moved
holding
up to, like,
hands?
here.
Yeah, sure.
I would have moved up to
Oh,
like
yo,
there.
you're holding
Whatever.
hands?
What do
It's
I
a natural 20.
Okay.
I'm
Cool.
Boy!
No.
Stepping on the ground, you hear
Total
it kind
28.
of crunch underneath your feet as it all kind of the outside of whatever is left, the dryness kind of crunches like crumpled leaves, but then it all just dusts away and you kind of pick up some dust and you feel a slight tugging underground as if your essence is almost being pulled through. But you shrug it off, takes another step, and you're fine. And you approach kind of the tablets. And do you speak Infernal?
I do speak Infernal,
Do you
Jamie.
speak Infernal. All right, I will copy paste it in the chat.
Doesn't
afterwards.
everybody speak Infernal?
So what this
No.
says in Infernal is
Uh-huh.
Desirat, entrapped here for all
Mhm.
time, powering his master's cell, restitution for his crime for serving the Lord of Hell. 4 seals we made, break each to proceed. Blood or power, the price will be paid. To proceed, prove yourself indeed. As one feeds on fire, he feeds on life. Make yourself the pyre, open up to the strife. I will put this in chat.
You know, isn't it amazing how people write things in Infernal, but when I translate it to Common, it still rhymes? It's just magnificent.
You're really good at localization.
you're about to get killed by the DM.
Yeah, it's one of the many things I did. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can see that in campaign notes and player chat.
Oh,
Right.
man.
We're gonna
So
run to
what
the
was
bathroom,
that we
BRB.
were saying earlier about not being good at riddles?
I've just had a thought.
Hmm.
This was before you joined us, Barnes, but a long time ago we found these. When we found the Solar of Zahir, we found the list of all these names of these different angels. I wonder, is Desirat part of that list? Hayden's gonna take out his little black book and start rummaging through that again to see if he can find any notes that he took back then.
Master's cell.
I have a question. Why do we... If there are 4 seals that is keeping this desert rat in the egg, why would we let it out?
Well, we have to do it to proceed, it seems like.
Well, how...
It's
Ghost?
powering the cage that
Sorry.
Vespin is in, right? Is that what that riddle means?
There's Master's cell. Right.
Hayden, looking through, you realize that there is no that is not one of the solars mentioned.
Oh, okay.
The rest of you as well, kind of looking at this thing, you'll notice there are kind of tendrils of purple magic coming directly off the egg, floating upwards to the top of this room.
Desirat entrapped here for all time, powering his master's cell, restitution for his crime, for serving the Lord of Hell. 4 seals we make, break each to proceed, blood or power the price to be paid. Proceed, prove yourself indeed. As one feeds on fire, he feeds on life. Make yourself the pyre, open up to strike.
Sounds so ominous.
Are
I mean, it sounds
are
like
we
we need-
certain?
Oh,
No,
sorry.
go on, Zog.
I was
What
gonna
were
say,
you
sounds
saying?
like we'd have to give up some sort of blood or power to get this thing out. Which won't be very good if we're planning on fighting someone.
Right, but what does it mean by feeding on fire, feeding on life, and making ourselves pyres?
That's what I want to know.
And
I don't know that bit.
and it's powering his master's cell, but do we know that the Desirat's master is Vespin, or is this something else and we're just getting involved with something that isn't really any of our concern?
Well, it says for serving the Lord of Hell. So presumably,
Wait,
the Desirat's master is that.
Well, there are
The Lord of
many
Hell.
realms in considered hells, and many lords of those hells.
So it could be any of them.
Hmm.
So it's some sort of devil thing.
Can I do a check? A big brain check of some kind?
Yeah,
A
I
big
think
brain
you might
check.
have done last time, but we'll let you again with this new information, kind of knowing where to think or look.
What check?
It's history.
History. Not my strongest. 19.
19. I'll say, given your knowledge and where you were, and just the fact that this all would have happened in Gordranus a long time ago, you will remember that kind of ticks your mind suddenly that you do remember some references, little like footnotes in a book occasionally, as a powerful servant of Asmodeus called Desirat.
Perhaps a servant of Asmodeus, then.
Oh, like the big guy.
Don't come much bigger, so I've heard. Or read. So I've read.
Go big and hot or go home. As we've established. Right, so are we setting ourselves on fire or what?
I would rather not.
Oh, no,
I've
same.
done that before and it hurts. So
You set yourself on fire. Why did you do that?
I literally just told you 10 minutes ago that's how Cheez-It died.
Why did you set yourself on fire?
I didn't. I got hit by a fucking flamethrower.
You just set yourself on fire. Sorry, it was very confusing. I really didn't understand why you would. I'm glad you didn't.
No. Anyway. Do we
Now,
have
wait
to
a
do
minute.
this? Like,
I was
surely we can
curious.
just... What?
I had a question to ask of you all. This mention of life and fire now. in my industry, firefighting is conducted by ideally removing the how'd you say the word? I'd say the word source in American accent. The source. That's it. Not sauce. Source.
Sauce.
The
Set the fire.
Under the sauce.
Removing the sauce, baby. You would remove the source or deny the flames its source. Wood, fabrics, things that are flammable. Perhaps there's something in this room that's, well, something like that.
Well, I would say, if we are to assume this creature is indeed a servant of Asmodeus, top of the food chain of the Nine Hells, that is somewhat impervious to flames. Might be a logical stretch, though.
Seems quite likely, doesn't it?
Okay, that makes sense. But I just read this and I think there's something, hopefully it's not souls or something like that, but something that sustains this creature. And if it comes down to a fight, if we can deprive it of that, maybe we can gain the advantage.
As one feeds on fire, he feeds on life, so probably his souls, to be honest.
I mean, there's a lot of.
I was
dead
hoping
things
you
around
wouldn't
it.
say that.
And yet I have.
DM, is there anything in the room that might look like just anything? Well, what's in this room? Sorry.
So obviously, looking around, you can see all kind of in some places, rooftop high purple mushroom sauna. The thing that catches Ascor's attention looking around will be that not only is there the bowl on the altar, but there are similar bowls at each of the four corners of this kind of purple magic fence, and runes around them. Those kind of immediately catch your eye as something that hasn't been talked about.
And is this a dead end?
The other side, yeah, there's a wall on the other side.
Okay, so it's just this in the room, but we have to interact with.
Yeah.
Roman, you're a learned man. Why don't you go up to one of these 4 pillars and look what's in those things?
I'm starting to consider myself less and less learned every day this journey goes on, to be completely honest with you.
I heard once that knowledge is knowing how much you have left to learn, so sounds like you're plenty knowledgeable to me.
Do you guys think that we have to interact with this egg? Maybe we could go back to the first room and try that crystal we got from the dragon on the elevator?
I mean, that's what I said.
Well,
Why would we want to wake him up?
We have 2 crystals, right? One from the statue of Sylvanas, one from the dragon. Jamie, was it 3 apertures?
Yeah.
We are missing one, but we could certainly try with 2 and hope for the best.
If you guys are investigating stuff, could someone make an investigation check?
Or I will do that.
+0. Can I try intimidating the egg?
You absolutely can try to intimidate the egg.
Oh man, I rolled
Try to persuade
a
the egg.
21 minus
Tell me
3.
your secrets.
As Hayden's going
18
around,
on investigation.
Fucking
you begin examining the altar, and as you touch it, you hear like a ding 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 ding, and you look at the bowl, the large central bowl, and at the very bottom, you can see a similar crystal to the one that the other 2 have given you. But as you kind of go to grab it, the bowl begins to fill up with like a thick red liquid, and as you stick your hand in to try to find it, you roll around, it seems to have gone, and the liquid seems to keep going up and up and up until it's almost overflowing from the bowl.
Is this like Dumbledore and the Horcrux?
Oh no,
I don't want
guys!
to drink it. Amy, no.
What have you done there?
Hayden, what happened?
I tried to grab it and it just started filling up with all this liquid.
Your damn voice down.
I was trying to grab it, and it started filling up with liquid.
Looking at the liquid, as Hayden says that you will do, it does look disconcertingly like blood.
Filled with ketchup. What else?
That wasn't me. I didn't do it. Okay, it wasn't me.
It was definitely you, but okay.
He kind of tries to flick it off of his hands and wipes it on his trousers.
What they mean when they say he feeds on life. Stuff.
Right. To proceed, prove yourself indeed.
I have no idea what that means.
Make yourself the pyre, open up to strife. So dramatic. I love infernal texts, so grim.
Maybe it doesn't rhyme in Infernal. It's literally you're just, but you can say it's Barnes' poetic spin on what it's saying.
One step from getting his little viola out.
For power, the price will be paid. Blood. Well, this is blood.
Right. And there were like 4 bowls underneath the like pillars of the purple cage, right?
Yeah.
Is this telling us that we just need to uncage it and beat it up and prove ourselves indeed? Is that what it's saying? Is that what it means by prove?
So. It seems pretty straightforward, though. Maybe there's some sort of trick to it.
Perhaps the trick is the, I'm guessing, enormous, powerful creature from the Nine Hells that's about to hatch out of that big old egg and slit our throats and drink our blood.
Right, or set us on fire.
More that.
Only if we wake it up.
One of those.
But I mean, what do we do with the bowl full of blood?
We try to empty
Well,
it.
there was a crystal in there a second ago.
Make yourself the pyre. But the fire is blood. A blood offering.
Seems like it has enough already. It's a bit greedy to ask for more, don't you think?
Does sound something a demon would do. Never have enough blood.
Well, does anyone have a cup or something? We could try, I don't know, removing it from the bowl, or...
Yeah, I think so. And Hayden will rummage through his bag and pull out a something from like his rations tin. It's like a little tin cup, and he'll hand it over to Barnes.
I will take the tin cup and try and spoon out some of the blood from the bowl. Does it enter the tin cup?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, well, it's movable. That's a start.
As you look at the cup in your hand, you look back at the bowl seems to have refilled itself to the top.
Might have to do a bit faster than that.
Right.
Have we tried setting the blood on fire?
No, we haven't done that.
Maybe we
Seems
could.
a little too literal, perhaps.
Oh,
Are we to transfer it to the pillars around the cage or something?
no,
I
just-
mean, by the sounds of things, you need to proceed to prove yourselves. It feeds on fire. It feeds on light. Make yourself the pyre. Open yourself up. I anticipated wants us to drop our own blood inside it to open it up.
Exactly.
Any volunteers?
You know, it is a shame my brother isn't here. He had quite the collection of blood samples.
Why exactly?
don't ask.
He was just weird.
Science.
Ah, science, fair enough. I knew a few archmages like that, to be honest. Right.
Now, I don't think it should be me. My blood is exceptionally valuable already.
Then
We don't want
perhaps-
to offer more than we should.
Then perhaps one drop of yours will be enough.
Right, maybe that's an argument for you doing it.
Are you nuts? We don't want to.
Sounds like you've offered.
What if it becomes some kind of hero?
That's what you are, isn't it? A hero.
Yes, which is exactly why I'm mentioning we shouldn't give my blood to this creature.
Don't
Going
heroes
to
do
resurrect, we should give it some weak blood like yours or Roman's.
that? Oh, weak blood.
Of course, you're a noble. You're a noble too. Hayden's.
No,
'Cause I'm-
like nothing happened, and there was no magical reaction when the pedestal was like walked up to and interacted with, other than the blood appearing, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Roman will just walk to the other pedestal and just go, enough of my blood has already been spilled, and indeed it seems my blood itself has gotten us into this pickle. So he just will pull out his dagger and just cut his hand and drop some of his blood into the...
Okay, could you roll a d4 on your dagger for me, please?
A what, sorry?
Roll a d4.
I can certainly try.
You can certainly try.
A 2.
2. Okay. 2 HP worth of blood falls into the bowl on the other one, and you see it kind of congeal and amalgamate and begin to like rise ever so slightly. And those of you nearer the thing will notice that the bowl in the central one has dipped ever so slightly.
Ah, more of that.
So wait, are there other bowls all around?
There are 4 bowls. Well, 5 in total. 1 in the center that's filled with blood, and 4 around the edge of this thing. 3 of which are empty. 1 of which contains 2 HP's worth of Roman's blood.
Hayden kind of looks at Roman. Do you feel any different? Are you still here with us?
My hand hurts.
That's fair. Okay. Do you think we need to do that on the other ones?
If nobody is going to offer, I shall go ahead. I'm already halfway there.
Um,
Well, I'm
I
dead,
guess I'll
so I'm
go
not sure.
help.
Don't worry about it. Roman just will walk to the other 2 and do the same thing again, seeing everyone else not want to.
Okay. Gonna go to the other 2, and so could you roll a d4 for each one of the ones you go to then?
So that one's 4
2, 4,
and 4.
2, 4, and 4. Have you done? Yep. So 2, 2. What's the other one? Sorry, you did. So there should be 4 rolls. Oh, you're muted. Oh,
Sorry, one of
oh,
them
you're
was
back.
already full of blood, right?
No. So there's the bowl. There are 4 bowls
Oh,
around the side. One that's full of blood in this by the altar. You've put some blood in one of the 4,
yeah.
and then you've gone to 2, 4, 4.
That's 5
So,
balls total. Yeah.
5
Oh,
bowls
got it.
total.
Okay, I'll do the last one as well. And that's a 2. 2,
2,
4, 4,
okay.
2.
So as Roman walks around, you see kind of Roman. You would have taken this all in HP damage, by the way. Just FYI. Roman kind of like each one spilling his blood into each of it. With each bowl that Roman goes to, kind of pouring more of his own blood inside. The level in the main one continues to lower and lower ever so slightly with each drop. As Roman finishes putting in the last one, there's a tiny little more drop. There's still a fairly significant amount of blood in the main altar.
Like as a percentage of the total? Or
Yeah, on a scale of
You're not asking the magical blood ritual altar what percentage it needs left.
Yeah, but we can
Yeah,
guess if it's half full or like.
It doesn't look half full. Sorry.
Okay.
It doesn't look like half is gone.
Okay, but is it like barely a dent? Is it like 70? Like, we can estimate 3/4 full.
I'd say around 3/4, maybe slightly more.
Okay.
how
Right.
much damage did you take?
I think it was it 12 in total?
12. Yes.
Oh.
Yep, 12.
Well, Zug kind of shrugs. He walks up. He goes, "Well, I guess this is the way." And he goes to reach for his dagger, and then he realizes it's not there. He hasn't had it for probably about half a year now. When I can't remember what he did with it, but he lost it. So he just takes his hand and just slides it across the edge of his axe, doing a lot more damage than he intended.
Oh my
Like,
god.
it's not a full hit, obviously. It's not a fucking 13 plus everything. Like, he's just nicking himself. So like, what kind of damage would that be? Like maybe a D6 or something.
Yeah, let's do a d6.
All right, cool.
Which bowl are you going to as well? Hang in.
Which is the closest technically for where I'm standing? Oh, I've lost my fucking tab. Just go straight for the one I'm standing next to.
Yeah, I
whichever
put
one
you
is-
there. Cool.
Oh, thanks, thanks. So 1d6, right?
Yeah.
Score.
I managed to roll a 1.
Okay, so even despite your nicking it, there's a tiny little thing, just a few drops of blood drop in. Doug looks like I must have missed a vein.
He's got quite a tough hand.
Yeah.
He's got calluses.
He
attached
turns
to
to the rest of the group. Did it go down?
No, not really. But
Oh,
Ascor,
damn it.
you
does it-
strike me as a man who's particularly powerful, and it does say blood or power. So, what does power mean to you, and can you offer it up? I'm not saying, get rid of it for good, but...
Well, there's a number of things I can do. I'm not really sure what all of them are, but I can try something small just to see what happens.
Right.
Okay. Do that then. And DM Ascor approaches one of the 4, on which probably the one which has had the least blood deposited in it.
Yep.
This
one over here then.
It was power. Ascor's in the southwest. You've now got 2 Ascors.
Oh, okay. I can't see Ascor for some reason.
You
there
can
we go.
now.
He's back. Bam.
Presumably it's got to be a leveled spell. Yeah, and Ascor will cast. Let's try a cantrip first. See if we can save that firsty. Let's try and cast Vegetation into the bowl.
Okay. As the spell leaves your hand, you feel it fizzle immediately as it's pulled in, but it doesn't seem to raise the level.
Okay. And that's going to go. Okay. Just 1 minute. And he's going to cast Arms of Hadar at first level. And send, I guess, from his person a kind of octopi tentacle sort of into the, just from his back, and 4 are going to spread out. And one's going to curl over and into the sort of solution. So it's a first level spell.
Okay, yeah, as it kind of pulls out, like the arm peers into the bowl. Normally you see these things kind of writhe around and pull, but you kind of see it get twisted and ripped off your back, pulled straight into this bowl, and the bowl like raises just over halfway on this bowl. And you can see, if you see the main one, the other one's kind of grow down a little bit as well. So there's that bowl is that one now is probably 3/4 full with the tiny bit of blood that was
Sort of
there.
steps back a couple of steps while his mouth sort of open, just as jaw sort of just drops as he's startled by what happens. Yes, it works. Power works.
All right, well, do we prefer that to slitting our wrists, maybe?
I feel like it's not a bad idea. How many more times can you do that?
Oh. Well, guys, as an aberrant mind sorcerer, I can cast first level spells using sorcery points, so they're basically half price.
Smiley face.
Yeah.
Smiley face.
Are you going to do all of them? Shall I just tell you how many sorcery points you use?
Yeah, I don't want to just pour them all in, because it's like literally 7 sorcery voice. I'll just be like, oh, what they
Fantastic,
think.
Asgore. You're so powerful. Look at you go.
You're right.
Wait,
And I'm
Esco,
gonna pour it.
before you
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Hayden's gonna say, wait, before you do that, let me just try. Let's see if it accepts other types of power, I guess. And Hayden will pull a arrow out of his quiver and try dropping that into one of the bowls and see if that accepts it.
This is an enchanted arrow, right?
Yeah. Let's see which one it would be. Let's see. Let's do a freezing crossbow bolt.
The arrow drops in. You see it break apart, fizzle in, and the blood level rises ever so slightly.
Wait, rises or drops? What are we trying to do right
Rises.
now?
You're trying to rise it in these bowls.
You raise it
Yeah,
in
we
those,
Okay.
and then the main one drops, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's gonna look at that and be like, I don't think that was worth 200 gold. You can go back to Asgore. And he's gonna turn around and leave.
Zug, I wonder what would happen if you gave it a swing of your axe.
What, hit the bowl?
I mean, what's the worst thing that happened? You destroy it? Why do we care?
And then we can't complete this puzzle room and
Magic
Yeah.
is not
Zug-
so fragile as that.
Hold on, I'm not convinced. This is power and blood. This is some kind of dark ritual. It's gonna take the blood, or it's gonna take the magic. Surely, if we slice a bowl with an axe, it's gonna split it in two.
Well, there are many different ways to display power, surely. You understand that?
Well, I'm
Subjugate
just
it
not
then.
standing near any of this if that's going to happen.
Go press the bowl and display your power.
Asco retreats
Maybe-
to a rather large mushroom.
Are you gonna hit the bowl?
So he's got holding his axe in one hand, looking really like nervously at the rest of the party, like eyes darting, like do it hit the ball? Do it.
If your intuition is telling you not to hit the bowl, then
I mean, it's
My
not magic.
intuition is saying, hit the ball, Zug.
all right, Ghost.
I was about to say, is this Ghost?
No, I'm posh!
It's Jamie when he plays Ghost.
I mean, I could just give it more blood.
whatever
Give
makes
it
you
a tiny
happy.
bit. I mean, none of this makes me happy, but
Good, it's not supposed to.
am I? How do I do 15 points of damage to myself?
I feel like surely you can find a way.
Can I, Jamie, for the sake of argument, can I try and like do like, I don't know, D10 worth of damage to myself? Like,
Roman punches the bowl. Jamie, you don't send a message to me saying fuck around and find out and expect me not to fuck around.
Oh my god.
And she took that as a personal attack.
Make an attack roll.
I'm
I
still the
guess.
person who made Ghost, okay?
Yeah.
Make an attack roll with your fist.
Oh no.
Yeah, I just feel like these bowls might hit back.
16?
16 roll damage.
You
Oh.
taking the AC of a
what's-
bowl.
6 bludgeoning damage. Okay, Roman, frustrated, hand bleeding, carves up the fist, slams your the runes flare ever so slightly, and you kind of see these cracks appear around the impact. You don't seem to have destroyed this bowl, but as you punched it, you can see kind of the runes flare ever so slightly, and the where your impact, there's lots of cracks reading out. You don't know if it would take another hit.
Can you not? Like,
Well,
straight up-
what happened?
Something about destroying these runes. I think is what it got said in the nice rhymey riddle of not being a good thing. I don't think you should do that again, old man. That bowl looks like it's going to break.
It was worth a
See the-
try.
I guess so. Well, great try. Let's not hit them anymore.
Right,
Yeah.
let's do the thing, the power and the blood.
Well, my Rod tries to cut himself again and only does 2 points of damage once again.
I would say slowly over time, Zark, you do 15 points of damage to yourself and fill up this bowl.
It's poor fingies.
He's trying
Thank you for
really
your
hard
sacrifice,
to
bud.
use the axe like really in a really ungainly manner to try and cut himself but not do too much damage to himself at the same time. But he just cannot seem to fucking do any damage to himself. So he just has loads of like paper cuts on his on the inside
It's a
of his
shame I'm
hand.
very good at hitting other people. This is an odd angle.
Yeah.
It's quite heavy
like
and
if
it's
he-
hard to finesse this thing.
It's like if you try to give yourself a paper cut, you can't do it. But if you're just turning a page in a book and not thinking about it, then that's how you do it. Like,
Barnes,
Yep.
make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Why?
uh-oh. I don't like this.
Hey, Bucky.
Why?
Senile dementia.
It might be. Wisdom save. Oh, wait, do we get bless with saving throws?
Yes.
No, we do?
Not ability
Okay.
checks, but for saving throws.
Oh, well, that's a 1. 13, 17, unless I'm near Aku. Am I?
Probably
I kind of
not.
am on the map.
I'll message you.
Oh. Oh, why though? Wait,
Who is that?
that was
Sorry,
me from the
I
past?
I loaded up the stream on my phone and I forgot my volume was on.
Me from the past.
Well, that was
In
technically
Canada.
It's
I thought I was
8
Siri.
hours ago. Yeah. What was the poll you guys wanted me to run earlier?
Was Aku flexing?
Oh.
important things, you know.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, I'll run the poll. I know it's really important.
I feel like
I'm
the
Oh.
moment's
falling behind on my
passed, though.
stream
I
duties.
feel like the moment's passed.
No, you redeemed your channel points. You will get your poll. Let's see.
You know, maybe there is some wisdom in breaking this bowl after all.
Why?
Well, think about it. It's what's keeping this thing locked away. I mean, we can give it things and trigger the trap how it wants us to, or we can just destroy the thing. Either way, we're breaking it. We're breaking the whatever
Are
is
we?
mechanism.
Say
I
no
thought we were
more.
just-
Sure.
It's all.
I thought we were just getting the crystal out of the bowl over here. At no point did anyone ever say we're releasing the big evil demon in the egg.
Well, it's as we have to. We have to prove ourselves to proceed.
We
Think
can
about
prove
it.
ourselves by solving this incredibly difficult puzzle.
No, we have
will
to
then
prove ourselves
unlock-
by
Unlock the evil chicken, which we then slaughter, and
right.
I
Your deed will be to slaughter the thing in the egg. It'll be to
Indeed.
create a giant omelette from Desirat.
Indeed,
So
indeed.
we might as well just punch the thing and get it over with, and stop giving it all its strength. Because Asgore, you are really powerful, but I don't want to use all your power. You're going to need it for the fight.
And Barnes is correct. You cannot make an omelette without cracking a few eggs.
Oh, well said, Roman.
I just want to say that. No, actually, no, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, Roman, punch the bowl.
Rowan punches the bowl.
And Ascor beelines for his fucking mushroom tree.
Roman can make an attack roll for me, please.
10! That was a natural 1!
Oh,
Roman limply slaps the bowl.
You know, I thought I had a lot more anger in me than I actually do.
aren't you a soldier?
Extra
Use a
attack.
sword.
Wow.
Stab it.
Okay. The difference between the hit thing and it between my punch and my sword is not a lot. I'm gonna punch it again.
Go ahead.
28!
All that time, yeah.
I'm through!
Okay, your guys' poll has been initiated.
The bowl shatters as Roman hits it with the sword. Blood and kind of residual power flying everywhere, and the barrier fades.
Perfect. Wonderful.
Wait, what barrier?
Purple barrier around the egg.
What about the crystal then?
Crystal,
just-
the
what
blood's
is
still
the-
in the bowl.
We destroy the chicken and then we get the crystal, surely. They're not just going to give it to us for destroying a barrier, Zug. We have to fight the chicken
Have
regardless.
we tried just taking the crystal?
It's not there.
I mean, we could have just filled the balls and maybe just been given the crystal.
No way. Not likely. It's a devil trap.
Fine.
I do think it seems like a bad
So,
idea
do you want me
to
to
play
go
by
to-
the rules.
Do you want me to go destroy some other balls then?
Please do.
How are you at cracking larger eggs
I mean,
as well?
fine. You want me to go hit the egg?
Eventually. Like, I suppose we should do the bowls first.
Alright, Zug goes over and he makes an attack roll on the bowl that he's looking at.
Okay, I will say one by one. Zug destroys the bowls until we get to the final bowl.
Spent all this time putting the blood in the bowls, and now we're just smashing them.
This
could
wasn't
Zug
Chaos.
make a dexterity saving throw for me?
Nat 20.
Pog.
22.
Not 20, okay.
Pog. So he kind of steadies himself before he smashes the final ball, almost as if he's anticipating some sort of
Okay.
bad juju.
There is a kind of flicker of thin grey light that flies towards Zug at the smashing of the final bowl, and Zug just dodges it, and it kind of hits the wall behind Zug, and like the mushroom that's there just turns to dust, falls down, and it fits towards the other way, hitting a side of the egg, and one side of the egg begins to just slide and fall away. There's like an odd stillness as it kind of disintegrates in dust, and the purple light kind of flames out. And from the side emerges, like sticks out almost immediately, one purple feathered fiery wing. It's straight out. And that is where we will take a short break. As you guys can come back.
Oh, it's a phoenix, guys.
Before we
Get them.
Oh wait, so if we kill it, it's gonna. Look, I'm gonna say that
Okay.
I am absolutely. You know how, like, Lauren, you feel like it's upsetting because your character's really smart and you can't solve things, and you're like, it's like the opposite for me. It's like Zug is too stupid to figure things out, but at the same time, I know it's a bad idea. He could have
Chaos.
just filled the balls. We probably. I bet you.
guys, we're done.
How much money? I bet you that destroying the balls was an absolute fucking meathead trap that Jamie put in there, just in case we decided to try and shortchange the fucking ritual.
Why are we dumb?
Just
Why
saying.
are you letting me be dumb when my character has 22 int, Jamie?
Like, there's a difference between int and wisdom.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
learning
that's
now,
true,
aren't
that's true.
we?
You
that
book
was a
smart, you're
low
not street
whiz
smart.
move, but
High-end move, but
We need
low.
Rasha here.
Yeah.
Sometimes we all just need to remember that Roman and Ghost are related.
Rasha would have said don't do it, but
Should we come back at 25-2? Welcome back. The boy band have made choices. Deep beneath here, having discovered this riddle, faced with 4 bowls asking for power or blood, they were adopted for smash. They have smashed each of the bowls. Zug narrowly dodging a disintegrate spell.
I was about to say, can I just say, like as a note, as a reaction, Zug fires a small glare at Roman after like ducking this disintegrate. He's just gonna like.
And as the egg's shell has been disintegrated, a large purple feathery wing clocks outwards as this huge feathered creature similar to a bird that most of you would have seen, but wings kind of curling upwards, then bending sharply down. Feathers on the other, the wings kind of extending, going from feather into pure kind of purple and black flame. Each of the red eyes, but 4 sets, kind of looking down to kind of a very narrow, pointed, sharp beak, almost standing on 2 legs slightly wrongly. And as it kind of curls out, you see it put its one of its talons out, pulling itself out from this egg. It kind of whips round, looking at each one of you, assessing the situation. And I'm going to need initiative rolls from everybody.
Jamie, is it baby? Is it like a little chicken, or is it like fully grown?
What do you think, Clued? Do you think
It
he's going to
doesn't
give us
see
a
baby.
a little baby chimkin? No.
Is he baby chimkin?
It
I
doesn't.
don't want to
But
fight the
Barnes,
chicken.
actually,
I
you,
want
in
the
your head,
chicken.
Barnes for some reason thinks, oh, that's quite small.
Oh, he is baby.
Baby chimkin.
The rest of you,
Babies.
holy fuck, that's the
Baby.
biggest bird I've ever seen, other than the Rock.
Is it bigger or smaller than the rock?
Other
It's
than
smaller
Dwayne
than The Rock, yeah.
Johnson.
Ah, it's okay. It's fine.
Does our
Just
beta
smell-
blast affect our initiative roll?
No, it doesn't. No.
So
22.
rolling initiative.
What's the likelihood that we can befriend Chimkin? Oh, I rolled it.
7.
10. Zug is on what?
7.
7. 7. Aku is
10.
Mine's a 12.
Yike.
Aku's 10. Hayden is
10.
Hayden can't roll a 10 because it's technically a skill check, so you get reliable talent. So 14.
Wait, what?
Initiative is a dex skill check, so you get reliable talent.
Ah.
It is.
Seriously, I didn't know
It is
that.
indeed.
Dang. Okay, I got 14 then.
Helping out.
Wait, I
Astor-
don't have proficiency in initiative.
Mm,
You
this
need
is
to
a
have
good
proficiency
point.
to get
When
reliable
this is-
I
talent.
think it was.
Oh.
That is a good point, potentially. I'm going to drop you back down to 10. 11
Okay.
because you've got more dex than the rest of the party. You're not helping yourself. So,
I know.
Just being honest, you know.
first up, we have Phoenix Desirat. Who is going to
Chimkin.
take his bow, and it's going to lock eyes with Barnes. Barnes,
Oh, why?
wisdom saving throw,
Ah.
please.
Oh, why? Am I near Aku? What's your range? Is it 5 feet?
It's 5 feet.
Okay. Well, then that's a 7.
Okay, cool.
Damn.
We'll come back to
Yes.
that.
Mm.
It's going to continue to look around, and it's going to look at Roman, and it's going to fly over. Okay.
I don't think we could scramble that.
Roman punches the bird in the beak.
Okay. Roman, you take, as it flies towards you, just landing in your space, you take 2 points of fire damage just from the sheer heat burning off this creature.
Why am I not ghost?
And it's going to attack you with its beak. That's a 26 to hit.
Doesn't hit Jamie, obviously.
Okay, that's...
No, it does hit.
Yeah, I know. That's 15 points of fire damage. As it kind of grabs you up, and you are technically grappled by it.
Sorry. As it moves into my space, I get an attack of opportunity on it.
No, only if it leaves your space.
Yeah, you don't get opportunity for when something closes.
Yeah, it has to leave.
Then it's going to take 2 claw attacks with you with advantage because you're grappled. So that's a 15 and an 18.
How can it
which...
claw?
Either of those hit.
It did it. Oh, no, that's a plus. So 31, which hits, I presume. It's grappling with a beak. That's 8 plus 8. So 16 points of fire damage with the first one, and 2 attacks with the second. That's a 23.
It does hit.
Yeah, cool. So plus 7 on this one as well. That's 13 points of fire damage.
Wait, actually, with a 23, I can shield.
Do you do that?
Yeah, I
Okay.
do.
Fine, as it kind of like rips you in, you feel the fire like burning through and the third attack kind of comes in rough, and you kind of throw the shield up, and it kind of slashes off, glancing off kind of your armor and your skin, and the little bit of magic kind of pushes it away, kind of screeches straight in your face. It's intense standing here. It is burning, just being in the presence of this creature. But that is the end of its go. Ascor.
Okay, there, folks. Old Ascor is he's gonna step out from where obviously he's run, he's cowered, he's slid across the ground, got into cover behind his giant mushroom, and he hesitates, and that's what leads to the creature making its attack. Plucks up that little bit of courage he ever has, steps out, and looks at the target. And goes to cast a spell at it, but then he actually begins wincing, and it's almost as if. Sorry, I'm gonna turn the music down one.
It gets pretty intense, doesn't it?
Okay. It's sick, but it's just loud. Cool. And in stepping out, you hear him begin to sort of moan and groan until he lets out a cry. And as he does so, his hair stands on end and points upwards in static. And I cast Synaptic Static on the creature, not including any friendlies in the zone there. So that is a intelligence check, DC 17.
Oh god, okay. I'm not going to let you know what my intelligence is.
Is it 2 or below the intelligence?
Yeah, it's 2.
Oh shit.
Because I rolled a 17, so I was about to do a -4 on that, but does it affect it?
Yeah. A creature with intelligence score of 2 or lower can't be affected by the spell.
Nope, no effect. You try to find some synapses, some brain activity here, and this creature is pure instinct and unaffected.
Miserable.
Like it might
And
not be able to be reasoned with, guys.
Ascor falls to the floor.
Ascor is DC'd.
Ascor falls to the floor and immediately disconnects.
And dies. Alas.
He falls prone, DC'd.
Alas, poor Luke. We knew him well.
Yeah. Come back to him, question mark?
Should I put the Ascol picture up, or should I leave it as like...
Like, Luke. Let's look.
Well,
That's a very memeable
eventually his
face.
Discord will disconnect, and then all of our webcams will go out of
Okay.
alignment for the overlay.
Okay.
So
I
He'll
can
be
bring
back.
mine back, right?
yeah, throw in a little
Well-
temporary Luke until he reconnects.
Well, don't do that just yet, because
We'll see, yeah.
he will... Yeah, let me just roll up. Missing Ascol. Where we go? There you are, lad.
There you are, lad.
Should we go into Barnes' turn while we wait for Luke to get back?
Yeah,
I can go on to
think
Barnes'
so.
turn.
What?
Cool.
What am I doing?
Okay, so Barnes.
Mm-hmm.
Barnes is. Those of you near Barnes, you can see him kind of staring, transfixed at this creature. Kind of blinks. Looks like the creature. Opens up his eyes, and they've gone completely red.
Oh, that's kind of hot.
Jimmy, add the secret.
Yep. Oh, Luke's
wait.
back.
Back.
Okay.
Oh
Cool.
my god.
It's chaos.
That looks like a phone connection to me.
Hey guys.
Hey, Luke, you dropped to the floor, but.
And then back into cover and cowering.
Okay, cool. As discussed, Barnes' eyes have gone completely red. Turns round, walks over to Aku.
Oh no.
And Aku, could you make a what saving throw is this?
Will Clued ever be
A
allowed
wisdom
to
saving
control
throw
her own
for me.
characters?
Aku.
A wisdom saving
Okay.
throw?
I
He's
have
good at those.
a question.
It's not a charm or a frighten effect, if that's what you're
Oh.
asking.
Is the one on not Russia. Oh fuck. Barnes. A charm or a written?
No.
Okay.
No,
Actually, let me.
Clue to make a character that doesn't get mind control challenge.
Because if it is, Barnes was standing within 10 feet of Aku, and that means that he cannot be charmed or frightened.
Okay, I've just looked it up. This is so. Barnes's eyes go bright red. He walks over to Aku, and you feel yourself, Barnes, unwittingly reach out, and you're gonna change Aku into a skunk using polymorph. But as you reach out to stop, your eyes snap back. You realize what you're doing, and you look at Aku, and you do not know what just came over you. But it's your turn, and you use 5 feet of movement. That's what we're doing
So
now.
presently, I'm holding my hand out to Aku's titty, or what?
You're just like holding out to like touch him on the shoulder. Yeah.
Do you know, that sort of feels a bit inappropriate. We'll do
Why
that
a
later.
Skunk, DM.
Because that's what I chose. Aku to get turned into.
Because
Why
he
not?
instantly attacked.
Jamie just called you stinky. Jeez. Okay, so I do get a turn.
Wow.
Okie dokie. Well, in that case, I'm gonna throw down yield. Is it Mantle of Inspiration? Yes. And grant everyone 11 temp HP. You can all use your reactions to move 60 feet anywhere if you would like to move. So further away, closer to the thing.
Does that work on
Um,
me, Clued?
It works on every body, yes.
Wait, did you say we get 11 temp HP as well?
11 temp HP? Oh, it doesn't work on Roman. He's 15 feet too far away, alas. But everyone else.
Wait, we get
Why?
to... Sorry, 11 temp HP and we get to move how far?
60 feet. 60 feet right now, if you want to use your reaction for it.
Yes?
So he'll whip out his rapier, twirl it, and adopt a little like duelist battle
Wait, you get
stance
to
and be
move
like,
60 feet?
it might just be their speed as a reaction.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah. No, sorry, I misread it. Yeah, it's 60 feet within my range, but they can use
right. Like, their movement's strong enough as is. 60 feet is like, go, run, boy.
Yeah. So he'll do a form up, gentlemen. We have a battle to fight. And kind of do a little duelist stance. So yeah, y'all can move around.
I can
That's
definitely move that distance.
That's the bonus action.
Zug, you take 1 point of fire damage, being in close proximity to the stain.
Oh my god, not 1 point of fire damage.
And
for my action, I'm gonna fire off 3 bardic blasts.
All right.
Bam.
You have disadvantage on each of these
I do?
Yeah.
Why though?
because it's an intensely magical creature.
that's a 13. Does that hit, Jamie?
13 does not hit.
Okay, the second one is a 23. Does that
It
hit?
does hit, yes.
Cool. That is going to be not a whole lot of damage. It's 9 points of damage.
9 points. Okay, your
And
first
then-
attack is on point. It's going to hit, but it kind of, you see it just like lightning across this creature's back and almost get pulled in and absorbed by it. Second one, however, kind of knocks it off kilter and you can see some feathers fall afterwards.
Yeah, the next one's a 12, so he's just
Doesn't hit
gonna
either.
frown and be like, "Oh, well, guess I'm not as spry as I thought I was." And
Yeah,
just
so-
stand behind Aku.
All three of them hit, but they seem to be, two of them seem to have been absorbed by this creature's sheer essence. Barnes, anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Yeah, hide behind Aku and be like, "All right, go get him, buddy."
Cool. Legendary action by this creature is going to attack Zug with a talon.
How about me?
That's 24 to hit.
Okay, fine. That hits.
Jamie,
Yes.
I actually had a quick question. Since we have 30 feet of movement we can all use
Yes.
because of Barnes's ability. This big lilac circle, is this a raised platform in the room?
No, this is the dead area around all of this that kind of it had
Oh,
killed.
okay. And the altar over there, in the center, is that raised cover?
Yeah, I'd argue yes. If you were crouching behind that, it's like 5 feet off the ground. You could probably, yeah.
Well, yeah, Hayden would have used his 30 foot of movement, or 15, I guess, only to move over there. When Barnes used his ability. Cool.
Cool.
Sorry to interrupt.
No problem. Zug, you take 13 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Okay, and Roman.
I should. Oh, I can't do this both, because it's 2 bonus actions. Balls. All right. Well. Oh, actually, no.
Roman, this close to this creature, not only is it kind of fire and like a bird dropping down on you, you feel this like presence or force emanating from it that seems to be, as it's moved closer to the end of the circle, you notice kind of the wildlife near it is kind of having the essence pull from it as well. Yeah, we'll see what effect that has, but you notice kind of a life-sucking, evil emanating aura around this creature.
I should like to use Misty Step as my bonus action this turn to ungrapple myself. And can I cast that if I'm
yes, you are. You
grappled? Cool.
Disappear. And this is where are you going?
Bear with me. I'll go, I guess, like back here. That's fine.
We lost Luke again.
Luke, can you put up?
Yeah.
Temp Luke. Thanks.
Oh no, back. Okay.
Oh.
All right. Roman. Yep, that's it.
Cool. So that was my bonus action. I'm guessing I need to make a Wisdom save, considering I took more than half my hit points and
yes.
damage. Oh boy. That's an 8.
Cool. Could you roll a d20 for me?
Yep. Five.
Okay. Roman. Sorry, I'm just gonna check something. Roman. Cool. Could you roll an attack roll for me with your Eldritch Blast?
Yeah.
I mean, Wizard Blast.
28.
Cool. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna roll a d4. 1. Okay. Could you roll damage?
Yeah. 12
points of fire damage. Like as a beam of fire energy. Kind
oh,
of
sorry. It's not fire. It's not fire. It is force.
Okay. As all this kind of thing has hit you, there's like a crackle of black, like lightning that fires off from you, goes straight across the room, and slams Barnes in the chest.
From behind Aku.
Yeah. 12 points of damage to Barnes.
12. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Roman, the rest of your turn.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess being infused with this not great feeling, Roman is gonna grab his hands on his hair and sort of like, get out, get out, get out, get out! And he is going to rip a portal to the far realm and summon a shadow spawn.
Okay. Let's find those roll tables.
Yeah, bring these roll tables back, baby.
I think it's 4d6, please.
Yeah. Okay. Where will we d6? Okay, so we got a 5, a 5, a 4, and a 2. That's pretty good.
Zoom up our messages.
Yeah, I know. Every time I have to find these tables, honestly.
I always forget what's a keyword that's like around them.
Yeah.
If this has to, do we rule that this has summoning sickness when it arrives, or does it go straight away?
It doesn't go straight away. It's never gone straight away.
If there's anything else, I found them. Okay, so you rolled a 5.
5, 5, 4, 2.
2. Okay. Okay, so. So you've summoned. For simplicity, I'm gonna. These are the stats. Cool.
Thank you.
So. So, Emerging out from your kind of portal is like a very oddly proportioned figure. Kind of its long limbs kind of graining down, incredibly thin, a kind of very thick body, a head that kind of seems to almost like click and rotate at odd angles. It's kind of like long, shadowy, kind of feathery wings, almost like flying out. Clearly, it can fly, and it kind of like you, Roman, sense that this is a magical creature with spellcaster, so you have access to its stuff there.
Awesome. Yeah, I won't do anything. I can't do anything else on my turn. But yeah, Roman is just sort of like knees on the ground, just sort of like screaming and frothing at the mouth, just like he's not quite in control of himself. Again, end of my turn.
Okay, we'll do this as a thing for it. There we go. Okay. 12 on that. Hayden, you're up.
Cool. I am going to try to do a sneak attack on this thing. So I would like to start off by hiding
Okay.
behind this altar.
Yep. You want to make a stealth check?
Yes. Stealth is 27. Minus 1d4. Minus 4, so 23.
23.
Am I hitting with 23?
Yes, you are.
Sweet. Cool. Then I am going to fire off a sneak attack with my Elven Court crossbow. So first is 13, but I get to roll 2 more times because I've got advantage. 28, and last one. Ooh, okay, well, does a 28 hit?
A 28 does hit, yes.
Cool. So do 10 points of piercing damage and 19 points of sneak attack damage for a total of 29.
29, okay, yeah. So this absolutely does the slam in. So the phoenix, obviously distracted by kind of Roman disappearing from its beak, it kind of looking around, looks down at Zug, and your arrow kind of like straight in, kind of flies in straight in the joint between where its wing connects to its body. And even though the arrow burns up afterwards, you see that it's kind of like left like dripping blood on the floor down by Zug.
Yeah.
Never can bleed.
Cool. And that's me, because I think it was my bonus action to hide. So yeah, cool. That's me.
Okay. In which case, sorry, just going down the list. It's going to be go for its legendary action again. It's going to let out like a cry, having taken serious damage, and you see kind of fire emerge from its like side and fly out towards each of you. Could everybody make a dexterity saving throw for me?
Jamie, behind
Ascor
this,
gets. I don't know if does full cover fully negate if you are right. It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, so you have half, 3/4, and then full. Full like, depends what it is to negate.
It's a like a fire thing is coming at you, so I think full cover probably negates it. Hayden, I'll say you have half cover, so I think that's +5.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Everybody else dex saving throw though.
31.
I got 6.
23.
31.
Oh no.
Oh. So Barnes is like using
Gives you a
Aku as a
+2.
shield.
Okay, so those of you who succeeded, which is anyone who rolled over a 16.
What if you got A16?
That's a success. So if you succeeded, you take 14 points of fire damage. If you fail, you took 28. Aku, you're up.
So, because of Barnes, we could use our reaction to move before our turns, right?
Yeah, although I think you had to do it at the time of the casting.
I'll let you retcon to do it now because it wouldn't have affected. It wouldn't have affected Barnes's role for you to do it now. So if you want to do it now, you can.
Sorry, yeah, I just didn't want to interrupt. That's why.
No. But go ahead, do it now.
Okay. I don't mind. I can change my action if.
No. It wouldn't have affected anything.
No, I would
Right.
have just specifically been with Aku, so
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I think I can get in range. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Go on, lad. Go on, lad.
Hit him, Leonard.
Aku is
Him,
going to
Leonard.
stab the chicken.
Okay, for entering its space, you take 1 point of fire damage. This is a D10. This is I have rolled it twice.
Ouch.
Oh, it stings.
All right.
Ow, my pain.
So the first attack is a natural 20.
Oh my god, for heaven's sake.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah!
smite
I
him.
just
Smite him.
rolled a natural
Yeah.
1 and then a natural 20. What's this?
Oh yeah,
Smite the
his ass.
chimkin!
Alright.
Fucking KFC him.
Obama's fried chicken.
Isn't he already like on fire though?
Yeah, he's flame grilled. Flame grilling.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a zinger tower.
Okay.
A chicken select.
Oh, I want some chicken selects actually.
I would actually commit crimes for chicken
It's
select
like
right now.
bang.
A note,
Pissed.
A
Not
no-
the
no-
opening of
Under
Just
the day,
Eat.
they banged
Yeah.
so hard.
a note for takeaway tomorrow.
Guys, by the way, we are not sponsored by
We get sponsored by Just Eat. If Snoop Dogg
We're
could do it,
not
we can.
sponsored, but you
It's
could
Takeaway
sponsor us if
Tuesday,
you're
guys.
watching.
Everyone order yourself some chicken selects.
Did somebody say just eat?
Use the code D&D
Deliver
Boyband at
sponsorship.
checkout.
Or you're 10% off. Cry. Where were we?
It was destroying
He
the
was about
chicken.
to fuck him
Change
up.
the music. More badass.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so with smite at 3rd level, that's. Let me just check. Sorry.
This is an undead creature.
Oh.
Oi,
You're about to
bit of
fuck-
radiance.
you're about to
Fuck him up,
fuck
Aku.
I've got so much divine shit. I can't remember which one gives me more damage though.
So- You'll have an extra 3d8. I know that. I don't know if you add anything to your spear though. But maybe have
I
a
do,
look through
I
your
do,
traits.
I do have an extra. No, I don't because that's the nature spear. Lame. Okay.
Yeah, so the damage increases by 1d8. This is if you do divine smite.
Yeah. Okay, so an extra d8 then.
Mhm.
You did do divine smite, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So
6.
15. So
and-
30 damage from the divine smite.
Oh, sorry. You increase it for a d8, I think, for every level as well. So that's 3d. If you've increased it by 3 levels or
I
2
think
levels.
you cast it. Did you cast it at 1st level naturally, or did you cast it? Or what did
No,
you
I
cast
said
then?
at 3rd level. I said at 3rd level.
Oh, I just So an extra 2d8.
An additional
Sorry,
3d8, I think.
2d8.
Okay,
Okay.
that's what I
already
casted. So yeah, that's the original damage.
Wait, so- Okay, so it's 3d8 plus a d8, so 15, 30 for the smite.
Oh wait, 2d8 plus 2d8, right?
40.
Yeah. So I think
Yeah.
you're missing 1d8.
Do you get something because you crit as well, or am I just?
You just double all the damage on this.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, this is.
Am I right in saying this?
This is your moment. This is how it feels
It's-
to be me, by the way.
Counting the damage.
One d8 for every level.
Should've got
1d8
my
for every
character-
level above the spell.
Should've
So
got my
it's
character
4d.
fucking
So it's
mental
2d8
maths fire.
naturally.
So it should be 4d8.
So total it should be 5d8.
Oh, 5.
So 4 for the base of
Yeah.
2 base plus 2 for the 2 levels plus 1 for being undead. So
Okay,
5d8.
okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
do I double that damage? Those
Yeah.
rolls?
Yeah.
Okay, so that should be. Okay, hang on.
36.
Wait, really?
Oh no, sorry, no. What we're talking about? 40. Can't do maths. 40.
Yeah, hang on.
So 40 from the
So-
smite.
That's 48 plus 6.
Yep.
Nice.
48 plus 6.
Big numbers.
plus 1d4 for my bonus action. So that's plus 2. So that's 56 points of damage.
56 points of damage. Aku wreathing in the flame, barely attempting to dodge it. The reason you weren't attempting to dodge it is because you were getting ready with your spear, and as you kind of thrust it up to the sky, deep in this dark place, even though there's kind of this life all around you, it kind of all pulls the energy into the tip of your spear, and as you kind of like whip it round, slamming it into the side of this creature, it's like it gets pushed, like moved backwards, even in this form, it kind of thing, and where you hit it, you see this light begin to expand around it, kind of cracking this creature's like skin, pulling off, and kind of like the area around you, even though it's grey and dead, there's almost like green spurts around Aku's feet where he's walking, as the holy energy kind of slams into this creature and begins to almost like purify it. However, after it kind of recovers,
just eat?
after it recovers, it whips round and stares down at this paladin that's just hit it.
That's good because I've got another attack.
You can watch me as I
Oh.
fucking beat it.
Got that 30% off delivery fee.
Fucking stop.
Does 21 hit?
21 does hit, yes.
Alright. Okie dokie. So that's 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. Okay. Yeah, 15. Cool. And again, it's your second attack. This time, not kind of imbued with quite so much magic, but this time just a spit, like a standard spear thrust as it kind of like whips round, very much focused on you. It doesn't seem to bother with your spear as it kind of like thrusts into its thigh, and it kind of, you got to click it in, and again, you kind of feel the flames lap off and hit you. As you take, for those 2 strikes, you take 10 points of fire damage as the flames around this thing will lick back at you each time you have to get close. Okay, it is going to take its final legendary action of the turn to make a beak attack against Aku as it attempts to grapple you. That's a 31 to hit.
I'm not sure about that one.
Which is 16 points of fire damage as it kind of like picks you up, like, and it's almost like picks you up in the air and holds you aloft as you kind of like slightly unperturbed by its attack. It's seemingly angry with you. Zug, you're up.
I have a question before.
Yes.
So we never had a long rest, did we?
No.
No, just a short one. I think we had a short rest at some point.
Okay.
I don't know when though.
I probably would have healed myself during the short rest, given that I was like kind of low, but I didn't add any hit points when we took a short rest.
If you want to roll your hit dice previously,
Okay.
because you guys haven't taken any damage during this short rest, if you want to roll your hit dice or you want to use your healing hands, please do so. And just mark off whatever. If you go to match, mark
I'm
off whatever you've
fine
taken.
if like.
No,
it's
it's a
too late
mechanical thing.
now.
I'm sure you would have done it, but
Okay.
don't you might not have marked it off your sheet. That's fine.
I'm just looking at everyone else's HP and everyone's full, and I'm like on like very little. So
Something's not quite right.
yeah. Yeah.
So that was a 19, the first swing.
19 hits.
Alright, cool.
18's the AC you're looking for.
Okay, cool, I'll keep that in mind. Alright. Where's my page? One of these. Is it resistance to frost damage, slashing, or
Nope.
slashing damage? Cool.
Nope.
Alright. In that case, the damage is 24 for the first
Okay.
swipe.
Cool. 24. As you slam it, you take 2 points of fire damage as it licks back on you.
Okay.
And as you kind of hit your axe in, it kind of lands into this thing, kind of between the feathers and the fire, and blood spurts out, and your axe grows hot in your hands and attunes to fire.
Tunes? Oh, of
Yeah.
course. So the next one was a 19, and we know what happens when that happens. So 32 to hit.
You do crit. You are no longer attuned to frost.
Oh, okay. Alright, sick. Do 5 damage now. Hold on, the same D8, right?
Yep.
Alright. Kind of messes with my aesthetic, but I will let it slide. That is one of these.
It's spoken
That
like
is
a
a one
priest of Gab.
roll. I get to roll again because fuck that.
Kind of
Alright,
messes
that
with the
was 11.
aesthetic, but you know,
Yeah.
whatever.
Straight from the dogma of Gab.
D8. So this will be the fire damage, which is 1.
Unsurprisingly, immune to fire damage.
Okay, well there you go.
The phoenix may not take fire damage.
Okay, so in that case, I double the D12 hit, which is a. So that'll be 38. Yeah, 38 plus so 42. For
42.
just the strike, if the fire damage, if
Yeah,
I just
absolutely.
assume that all fire damage is three.
Ripping your iron axe back, looking at it, annoyed as there are now flames licking up to it compared to the cold steel you had before. You kind of take a few seconds, and as it's focused
wait, I get
entirely on
D12 as
Aku,
well.
you rip upwards and kind of pull from up from its femur up to its rib cage, like carving a path up, and it kind of splits it open ever so slightly. And even though it kind of reseals with magic afterwards, kind of whatever fire was there is kind of burnt down, and it looks almost like any other bird you'd see as the flames kind of move away from the point you hit it.
I forgot an extra 5 damage.
Okay, 5 damage as well. Cool.
And I get another swing, so you have
Yeah.
enough.
You take 2 points of fire damage. I am rolling this d10, and I don't think I've rolled over a 3 for this specific instance.
This is perfect because I
could
could easily kill myself
good.
on this.
Oh boy.
D10 every time you guys hit it.
AC was 18, right?
Mhm.
I just rolled 18, so does that mean he saves or I hit?
It means I've been a DM for 4 years. I should know this. It means you hit if you meet the AC.
Okay, cool,
Right,
so that's a
Clue?
hit.
If it
What?
meets, it beats.
Yeah, if it meets, it
meets
beats.
it.
Good.
Yeah.
It means D8's useless
My
now.
brain's not here.
Good
I'm-
run. Beat the meat.
Yeah.
Beat the meat.
So that one was a. That swipe is a. So the crit extra swipe is 17.
17. Okay. Yeah,
then-
17 points of damage.
Final attack. As he goes for his flurry, is a. Yeah, that hits. And that will be. I love rolling dice. So much fun. Apart from the fact that I can't roll my D8 anymore.
Okay, so that's 2d10.
Um,
Oh, you should have taken a d10 on the start of your turn. A 1. Literally a 1. 5. 6 points of fire damage.
Okay, well I did another 17 in total on that last
Okay.
hit. So that's another 1? Okay, cool. And
Yeah,
no,
so
5 you
you
said. 5 and 6.
6, 6 points of damage. So, okay, cool. As Zug kind of goes into his frenzy, you see the eyes just go dark, clothes come off. It's inexplicable. And Zug just comes a spinning wanting him death next to this. Him and Aku have done serious damage to this creature in this past round. However, top of the round, it is now this creature's turn, and it is going to peck at Aku, as that's the one in its mouth right now. So that's
How can it peck me if I'm in its mouth?
it's going to start
Right.
chomping you.
Oh.
So that's a 34 to hit, which is 2d6. Oh, sorry, I roll with advantage. So
That should be crushing damage actually. Not,
Have you guys seen the inside of penguins' mouths?
they're fucking
Isn't it
terrifying.
really scary?
I
It's got,
haven't.
like,
Oh
little
my god,
teeth,
guys.
right? Like weird teeth.
They have like hundreds of tiny teeth, don't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a scary photo in
Really?
in our
That's still
Discord.
kinda
Oh my
cute,
god,
though.
spoiler that scary image.
Can we say
Aku's,
that this creature has that inside its mouth?
Aku, you take 11 points of fire damage. Zug, does an
Oh.
18 hit you?
No, it doesn't actually.
Okay, cool. Second attack. That's a 31 that does hit you. Does Zug have fire resistance armor at the moment?
Not anymore.
No.
No,
So
okay.
no, he's back to normal.
2d8 fire damage.
Traded-
7.
He
Okay,
traded
that's-
fire resistance for extra AC.
I am rolling so poorly. That is 14 points of fire damage against Zug. As it kind of rips, as it kind of rips and tears into you and kind of taking Aku, it is going to fly away. What's its fly speed? It's going to fly. It's going to go perch up here with Aku in its mouth. And it's going to be about 40 feet in the air. That's climbable up the side of the thing, and it kind of lands on there and turns round, and the area underneath it begins to ignite ever so slightly from the flame of it. And because of the flyby trait, Zug does not get a attack of opportunity.
Oh.
Eyebrow, you know.
And that's the end of its go. Ascor.
All right. One moment, things have changed.
Denonia. How far up is this?
40. in the air.
40.
That
Really
bird
need
just
to
stole
feel
my
way over
man.
there to do this today. A bird just stole your man.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Who is this chick?
Hey.
You disappoint
God, I
me
hate
all
you
every
guys.
week.
All right, crack
We
out the
all
big
find a
AoE and
new
finish
low.
us.
That's a legendary action. It casts
Whack out the
Disintegrate on
big
everyone.
AoE.
Legendary action, Meteor Swarm, followed by legendary action, Meteor Swarm.
Is what Ascor does is after his little episode, he's got blood streaming down his face from just the overexertion. He goes, like an anime character, he'd hear in his head some kind of echoey internal monologue of just like, its mind's too weak to try that. Gotta try something else. And he steps out, and it's gone. It's completely moved. So, flicking distance, he sees it out there, far, far away. He knows what it's got to do. He casts Dimension Door. And he's going to do that as a quicken spell, so I'm going to cast it as a bonus action. You still have that spell, don't I? Double check. Yep, Dimension Door, there it is. And he's going to appear... That should do it. Okay. Where was it? To here, I think. And we just double check that was the correct spot. Was indeed. And he's going to appear in that in a sort of shaft of dark light. Cylinder's going to appear and come down, and he's just sort of left there standing in it. And then with my action, I'm going to cast Hold Monster. And I'm going to do it as a heightened spell. So it has to make a Wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Okay, it has advantage on magical effects, so straight roll. And it's got a...
I guess that's a normal roll then.
Yeah, normal roll, so straight roll. That is a 4 for a 14. So it's going to burn one of its legendary resistances.
I'm out of a beach, man.
So yep, legendary resistance 1 is gone.
I'm going to use... I'm going to go, damn it! And with that,
Yeah,
run
you see
into
the effect kind of takes hold for a second. Its
weeds.
wings kind of crump in and it kind of crawls in on itself, and then it kind of cracks and breaks free very quickly.
It's me.
Cool. 1 down of its legendary resistances. It's going to use its legendary action though to cast Immolation again on all of you. So dexterity saving throws from everybody. Where's Ascor? Yep, dexterity saving throws. Ascor, I'll say you've got half cover this time. Same with Hayden.
I'm fucking agile.
Thank
today,
you.
20.
Does Bane affect our dex
Fine.
saves?
Yes, it does.
Oh my god, Bane.
Oh, Bless might have just saved me on this one. It has.
Ooh, it's a natural
Bane
20.
again is the D4 against what? Everything.
What do we roll again, sorry?
Dex saving throw.
You need to remind me about Bane each time. Is Bane just saving throws or?
It's ability checks. Saving. It's to hit and saving throws.
Hit and saving throws.
Um,
Fucking hell.
I
Yeah,
got
so actually
a-
that might have mattered earlier.
Yeah,
Attack
it
roll
might
or saving
matter.
throws,
Forgot
yeah.
about
I got a
that.
29, but this might actually kill me anyway.
Wait, kill
okay.
you.
So I got a 17 in the end.
Okay, so those of you who rolled over a 16 or over, you take 16 points of damage. Higher than that,
I'm down.
you take 30. You take 33.
16, you said.
Oh, what if you only rolled a 15?
Then you take 33 points of damage.
What
Fucking
if you
hell.
have the feature or ability called evasion?
Yeah, evasion. You
Evasion.
take half damage.
Okay, so I take how much? 15?
You take 16.
16 points of damage. Okay.
So Roman's down. Leonard fades, unfortunately.
Wow, I didn't
shit.
even get a chance to fucking do anything.
He was
Oh,
so
Leonard.
strong, you guys have no idea. He was so fucking strong.
After his go, then Ascor Barnes, you're up.
Oh shit, that really changes things. Okay. Gonna bonus action healing word and do a Roman. You gotta get up. We need to barbecue the thing. And you will get some HP. You will get how much HP? You will get 8 HP. Oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Does that mean I live?
You live temporarily. Okay, we're not close enough. Okay, gonna move here. Oh, jeez, guys, I can't use my things. It's so far away. Yeah, I guess I'll just Bardic Blast it from over here. Yeah. So disadvantage, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Does an 18 hit?
Yes, it does.
An 18 hit?
Reminder, you've got bless on all these.
Yeah, I just added bless to that. Okay, so I'll just roll to see how many hit first.
18's
Okay,
DC
that will
for.
hit because that's a 20. And that is a 26. Yeah, okay, so all 3 hit. So that's 7, 15. Maths. 22. 34 points of force damage across the 3 of them.
34 points. Okay, yeah. As it's kind of flown off, it kind of like looks around and you see its thing, and it kind of the flame jumps out. You've got somebody kind of stand behind you, kind of look over, give Roman a little bit of energy, and then with your sword, you kind of point up, and 3 forces kind of home in on this thing's center. And this time, they all strike true. Kind of the scar that Zug had left earlier, kind of in its center. Each one kind of slams in again, reopening it. And as the magical fires kind of come in and cauterize it, it seems to have left a weakness there. Yeah, it's looking a little rough.
Okay, cool.
Under half, certainly.
Yeah, I guess I'll stay where I am. Dash me.
Roman.
Oh boy.
Kind of gasp back, and you look round, and Leonard's gone and flown off, and it's up there still.
Okay. 120 feet. Oh, you motherfucker, you're still in range. Alright. I guess waking up from passing out and like seeing his spells just be pissed away, he's just gonna let out a angry scream. Oh! And Roman's gonna cast Phantasmal Killer on this thing.
That's not Phantasmal Force. What's this?
So you tap into the nightmares of a creature you can see within range and create an
Should make a wisdom saving throw as well.
Oh
Sorry,
yeah, I
just
should
before
make
this.
a wisdom
Well,
saving
then we'll
throw.
do Phantasmal Killer afterwards.
Why can't I pass a wisdom saving throw? That's a 10.
Could you make a dex saving throw for me?
Am I gonna die again?
Oh, sorry. Just roll a d20 for me. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. The d20 was 7.
7. Okay, could you roll your Eldritch Blast for me?
Wizard Blast.
Wizard Blast. 16.
And that range is perfect for that spell. So lucky.
Alright. 1, 2. I'm not trying to pick on Barnes, but could you roll that?
I'm sorry.
no.
Barnes,
He
does
gave me healing.
Barnes, does 16 hit you, your AC?
I think it does. Yeah, my AC is
Yeah.
16.
Yeah, roll damage,
I'm
please.
sorry. This has technically more of a chance to hit me than anyone else, and yeah.
Roman, I saved your life and you're hitting me with this.
Oh,
Focus
God,
on the
help
enemy in
it.
front of us.
So a wisdom saving throw. For the how much damage to Barnes? It's on the Eldritch
Oh,
Blast.
I didn't roll damage. Sorry.
That's fine. We can
It's
keep it that way.
no damage. It's 27 damage.
Oh, Jesus, that's 10,
Wait.
10, 7.
With one Eldritch Blast? Isn't it like... Don't you roll 3 times to see how many beams hit?
This is true. We'll take 10.
We'll take 10.
Yeah, it's 1 Eldritch Blast, so not all 3 of them.
Yeah.
This is very true. That's a lot of damage. It's a 10.
Well, I don't know if you're ruling that all 3 are rolling, but...
No. We rolled 3 different damage on the We're rolling 1. So it has rolled for its saving throw 26 on Wisdom.
Okay, well, we will rewind time.
Okay, it's gonna roll again.
Yes, so it is gonna roll again.
28. Do we reroll time again?
Doesn't feel worth it if it's rolled that high twice in a row. Okay. My 4th level spell slot does fucking nothing, and I crumble to the ground in a pile of dirt. And I guess I summon an echo.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Hold on. I don't know if I don't think it does anything if it doesn't hit.
No, that's fine. I missed the disintegrate earlier. That does nothing.
No one cares, Jamie. On a failed save, the target becomes
You're literally
frightened.
God, Jamie.
Wow.
You're not gonna get sympathy from us.
No one does care. This is the unfortunate truth.
I think we care, right? We're glad we didn't get hit.
Well,
by them.
you all celebrate my
Wow,
failures.
This spell sucks. It does nothing. I summon an echo, and then I die because I kill myself because I'm useless.
Right. Don't.
Okay.
Legendary action by the creature. It's going
he
to
not?
make a claw attack against Aku with advantage.
Excuse me, it's not his turn. What
It's
is
legendary
this?
action.
I don't care. The turn order says.
Get in line, you damn chimkin.
That's a crit.
No.
I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a crit.
So
I'm on 3
6,
HP.
7. Okay. As it kind of like slams into Aku just like you all see his body go limp in this creature, and the creature like throws him off the top of this to the bottom. Aku, you take 1 failed death saving throw from falling as it drops you on the ground. 0.
F's in the shop.
Hayden, you're up. As you see Aku's body limply fall from this creature's beak as it gets thrown down.
Yeah, I'm gonna vault over the altar that I've been hiding behind. Dash 30 feet, dash another 30 feet, and then finish next to Aku. So dash 90 feet total. It's the end of my turn. I'm next to him.
All right. Aku, death saving throw. Don't tell anybody what this roll is. Just message me.
Oh,
my
new
God,
rules,
I
new
don't
rules,
like
new
this
rules.
This new rule.
Okay, so where do I roll it then? 'Cause otherwise
You roll it. You can roll it to me, or use a dice roller online, just like Google
Okay.
Dice Roller.
Just D20, right?
Just a d20, and you tell me the result. And if you get revived, you have a point of exhaustion for each failed death saving throw.
Oh, baby.
Why are you getting mean now?
I love this rule. Hug.
We lost
It's
Russia.
weird because it does arguably
Now the DM's
introduce the
getting
rule
me.
that if you've got like 4 or 5 points of exhaustion, it's better to kill you and revivify you.
Yes, the Aku is the revivify.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, we'll move on then. Zog, you're up.
Oh,
He's my
baby.
man.
Well, I wonder what I'll do. I have to add Bane to each of these, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a D4?
Yeah.
So his AC was 18, right? Am I right?
Yes, it's 18. Yes, sir.
Okay, well
Very
this one,
far away.
unfortunately... Oh, is he? Oh, fuck, I'm dumb as shit. Didn't realize he moved so far.
It's so far away.
No!
So far, guys.
Why is he so far? Alright,
I
well,
can dimension door, but yeah,
Yeah.
How long till your turn?
soon, DM.
Soon. I mean, dimension doors were just one person, right? Or can you grab
Who,
them?
I can take you, yeah, if you're willing.
Can I delay my turn?
You can hold action if you're in range, but
Oh,
that's,
right.
that's metagaming, so if you have range attacks, then you
I
probably
don't have
do
any
that,
range
right?
attack. I don't have any range attack. Other than throwing my weapon, which is not
How
a smart idea at
powerful
this
would
stage.
Zug be if he had a ranged attack? Can we
Oh,
address that?
jeez. Give that man a longbow. Give blessed longbow.
Yeah, I guess, can I... Does moving count as an action, right? So how close do I have to be for a dimension door? Not
Touch.
necessarily. Okay, I mean, I guess I move over here and hold my attack action, or get ready for an action surge or something.
You can't action session on your turn, but yeah, if you
Damn
get ready for dimension wall, you run over to Barnes. That's
Yeah,
fine.
sure.
It's the
Pain.
creature's turn again.
Dickhead. I didn't realize it would move so far. So another thing open. I totally wasn't reading up on Kaifon.
Can I fly over to Aku? Sorry, Ascor.
Oh, thank fuck. I was like, it's not interesting. He's dead. Okay, he's dead and not moving. So why would a bird be interested in a worm that's not moving, right?
It's
Like,
a stupid chimkin.
It's
Oh
gonna.
my
That's a
God.
natural 20 on the first attack for Ascor.
Oh boy.
guys, we've made a fucking mistake. Okay, like we should have never opened up this egg. We're all
20.
idiots.
That's
We had
25
to.
points of fire damage on Ascor.
We're all gonna die.
Yeah, I bet it is.
And now you're grappled, so these next two attacks are advantage.
Oh,
That's-
that's great to hear.
That's
Oh, sorry, what was the roll? Oh, natural 20, yeah. Go on.
natural 20. So that's a 29 to hit. The first one.
That hits.
I'm finally rolling well enough. Good. 13 plus 8, so 21 on
good.
the second attack.
Opposite of good.
And that's
Shield.
shield. But that was
Wait,
29.
Was that,
that was
was that hit?
oh,
Or was that
so
damage?
no, that was damage. 29 to hit, 21 points of damage. The second attack is a 31 to hit.
So that means I faint and then fail a single death saving throw.
So actually, you fail 2.
Fucking hell.
As it slams into you.
Cool,
and
just hanging out here on my last death saving throw. Got it.
Cool, Ascor, your turn. Could you roll a d20 for
Oh
me and tell
my
me the
God.
results?
Oh my god.
Is it just a straight? What is it? Was it again?
It's just a straight d20.
Okay, and what does it? Does it
Fucking
count as
hell.
an ability check? What does it count?
Oh, sorry. So to clarify, did I kill you on the?
Nice.
Did I knock you out on the second roll or the third roll?
You knocked me out on the second, I believe.
Yeah. So the third attack just knocks 2 death saving throws out. So yeah, second, just
Okay.
a straight d20.
No,
I just checked something
Ascor.
very quickly. Oh, it's a saving throw, isn't it?
No. It's just a straight d20.
This is if he fails this, he's dead. No.
Yep.
But it counts. What I mean is, it counts as a type of roll. Is it a saving throw or an ability check? It's a saving throw, right?
Oh, it's a death saving throw. Yeah. So it's a saving throw. Yes. Sorry.
okay,
I'm
cool.
trying to get the point. Yeah.
That's all right. Cool. D20, is it?
You don't tell anyone the result other than me.
Well, I'm sorry. It came out on the on the thing.
Okay.
And it's a good result.
So you stabilize. You go to 0 HP. You wipe everything, but you do have 2 points of exhaustion.
Fuck me.
That's a nat- for those on the stream. That is a natural 20.
We rolled a nat 20.
Oh my word.
Oh god.
So you
Wow.
stabilize.
You gain
you-
one point of healing, right?
Yeah, you gain 1 point. You're unconscious, but you're at 1 HP essentially.
1 HP and 2 death saving throws.
So no. You wipe the death saving throws, but you do have point. 2
Sorry, I
points of
meant
exhaustion. Yeah.
to exhaustion. Yeah, got
Cool.
it. Thanks.
All right, Barnes.
Let's clutch D20, my dude.
All right.
That was
Keep it-
disgusting. D20. Holy shit.
Keep it together, man. We're gonna run to within 60 feet of Aku. Pop a healing word. Be like, you can't be dying now. We need you. We're in a tree. This is a tree place for you. Tree guy. Healing word. Bam. And you're gonna get some HP. That's gonna be 9 HP. Okay. He's
9
gonna
HP.
9
That's
HP.
trees.
Yeah. So he's gonna sigh, turn back, look at Zug, and be like, oh, this is so dangerous. This is such a bad idea. And he's gonna jog back over to him and dimension door them both to just next to Desirat, standing over Ascor. So yeah, he's gonna kind of slice open a red crackle in the air, and it splits open in this sort of like lightning bolty red sort of glowing aperture, which he'll kind of push Zug through and follow behind quickly.
Okay. You both take. For getting in. You both take 8 points of fire damage for getting in combat with this creature. Zug and Barnes, that is.
You're being very mean.
Okay, so Zug, as Aku,
Cool.
Aku's brought back, right?
Yeah, so Aku is up with 9 HP.
9 HP, with 2 points of exhaustion.
I believe Geb just delivered Ascor.
And yeah, so you kind of wake yourself back up. You're prone at the moment. Barnes, is at the end of your go?
Yep, he's just gonna stare up at the phoenix and be like, "Why on earth did I do this?"
Yeah, why on earth did you? Legendary action is going to make a beak attack against Barnes.
Oh,
That's a 17.
wasn't Zug holding attacks for being in range?
I was.
Yes, Zug, you can make your attack rolls. Yes.
17
right now?
does hit. Yes.
Yeah, right now.
Oh baby.
Why now?
Okay. All right. Let's
17 does hit?
Yes,
Barnes?
it is.
Sorry. Okay, cool. We'll do it at the same time. So that's 15 points of damage on Barnes.
15 points of damage. All right. All right.
That's cool. And you're grappled.
That was a. I mean, it was like 27 or something. So yeah, it's definitely. A
Okay,
hit.
it hits. Roll your damage, but you do, Zug, you do take 5 points of fire damage.
Jesus Christ, I'm gonna kill myself trying to kill this thing. So I've still got fire axe for some reason, right? Despite it being cold. Yeah. All right. So that's 17 on the first hit.
17. Good.
Okay. So this is my whole action, right? Because I held it. Or was
Yeah. Well, no,
all
you get
three,
your
yeah.
you get your attack action. So would you get
Yeah.
2 attacks normally or 3 attacks?
I get 3 normally.
3. Yeah, all 3 attacks. Yeah.
Okay, but I can't like action surge or anything
No.
like that.
No.
Okay, cool. That's lame, but it is what it is.
That's lame, Jamie.
That is lame. That is super lame. That is including Bane. That is a 20, so it hits, right?
20 hits. Yep.
Yeah, cool.
Again, you take
Dude, stop killing me!
7 points of fire damage for hitting this creature.
And I do 14 back to it.
14 back to it. All right.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah. As Zug, as each attack, kind of, you feel the flames wreathe up your tunic underneath. Anything your magical is catching fire. Just the sheer heat of this creature, as your sweat and blood, and it's just kind of twist.
Okay.
You're not sure at this moment if you're slashing through it or slashing through the fire around it.
All right. If I roll a 19, and
That's
then
okay.
I obviously with my modifier, that's a 32.
Yeah.
Do I take the d4 off the modified total
Yeah.
or off the 19?
Of the
So that
modifier,
is a
so you
crit.
crit. That is a crit. Yeah.
Okay, I won't even roll the Bane. Alright, fuck you, stupid chimkin. Alright, time to fuck this shit up. So in that case, I'll do the maths for you. So 17, I don't have to roll the d. Let's just roll. Oh fucking hell! I don't need to do that many. That's not too many. 2d4s, just to do the slashing damage. So that's 4. Wait, why did I roll 2? That's an accident. So no, it's just the first one. So that's a 1. So that's 18 plus another d12. That's 10 on that one. So it's 18. 28. And then
points. Yep.
28, and then obviously the double on the original roll. So that's sorry. Hold on. 17 times 2, so 34. Plus 1, 35, plus 10, 45.
45. Okay, so 17 afterwards. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
And
Yep.
technically, I get to attack again. But I don't know if I can if it's a reaction.
No, you can't.
Probably not. I probably can't use Great Weapon Master. Okay, cool.
No.
Alright, in that case, that's everything.
Cool. All right.
Is it still alive? Somehow. Also, how
yes.
much damage do I take for that hit?
7 points for that last strike.
Okay, cool. Alright.
Cool. Still alive. It is
Not
going to
bad.
use its legendary action. To fly back to its perch. It felt safe up here.
Oh, fuck off. Just, like, take it like a man.
Nobody cares.
Did you say I'm grappled by it?
Yep. Barnes goes with.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Hayden, you see this creature fly down, like attack Ascor. Ascor drops to the floor. Seems to almost like the eyes open again. You see Zug slamming into it. You see it pick up Barnes and fly back over your head. And meanwhile, Aku in your arms just like opens his eyes. Hayden.
Oh my god, I'm so stressed.
Do I not get a turn?
Oh, sorry, did I miss Roman? Roman's turn.
Yeah,
sorry.
it was Roman's turn.
Come on, bro. Alright.
Bruh.
Bruh.
So, we are going to move our Echo 30 feet towards Zug. We are going to switch places with it as a bonus action. And then we are going to...
Wait, the bird isn't next to Zug right now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yep, and then I'm going to move 30 feet this way, which should put me within... Okay, cool. And I'm gonna... what would he say? Just kill the bloody thing! And cast haste on Zug.
Nice.
And
Can
also...
I have a bloodlust noise to go with that? If anyone knows it?
Oh, shit. What is the bloodlust noise? What is wrong with
Yes.
Hearthstone.
I would also...
It's the same sound in Hearthstone, yeah.
Can you use second wind in battle, or is it only while you're short resting?
No,
Yeah,
no,
you can
use
use
it
it.
in battle. That's the point of it.
I'm gonna use my second wind!
I don't think. I mean, I don't know if that's how it works, but yeah. Do I have to announce it, DM? Do I have to announce it every time I use it? Is that...
No. It's fine. So Roman, anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
That's some like 40k orc magic right there.
I'm gonna gain 11 hit points!
I smash, therefore I am.
I'm healthy,
Accidentally
therefore
press
I am.
damage, so I'm gonna press heal again. And I... Is this... What size is this creature, Jamie?
Gargantuan.
Ah, mother effer. I have a stupid feature that I can never use because everything's gargantuan.
Zug isn't. Ghost isn't, probably.
I'm not gargantuan, yeah.
Actually, to be fair, Roman's probably gargantuan now.
He's a big boy.
So I've used my bonus action and my action. That's my turn. Makes her go fast!
Cool. Hayden, now you're up.
Cool. Jamie, what's your ruling on using items? Is it a bonus action or is it an action to use an item?
For rogues, bonus action.
That's a thief thing.
Luke just gave me the look like, yes, Jamie, that is the correct ruling. Everyone else, it's an action.
Wait, is that true?
thing
Actually,
or, like-
specifically for rogues?
I thought it was a subclass thing, like thief rogue.
Is it a subclass thing? Luke is the master
It's
of rogue.
thief, yeah.
Luke is
Okay. Right, it's a potion. Giving to somebody else is a bonus action. I'm gonna say I will say that Luke knows this way more than I do. If it's an action, it's an action. Sorry, Hayden.
Damn it. Okay.
Generally
so it's not
speaking, it'd be an action, yeah, unless you're a thief. Sorry.
It's not a potion, but it's a wand of healing. Does that
That's
count?
no, that is definitely an action. Sorry.
Yeah.
It probably says on it as an action. You can use.
I
Bruh.
don't know, actually. I mean, like,
I'll double check. the one.
let's see. Aku's got the last. He's got this wand of cure serious wounds.
Yeah. Sorry. Wand of healing. While holding it, you can use an action to expend.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna do that then. Hayden kind of like looks at Aku, who's just kind of woken up next to him, just barely holding on after just being roused by the healing word spell. And he sees the massive bird flapping its wings with Barnes in its mouth just overhead, and he's like, this is not a good place to be, and we need to get some cover. So he is going to say, Aki, you need to trust me. You need to come with me, okay? And he's going to pull out a length of rope from his bag and cast rope trick. And it's just a very short length of rope, but basically maybe like about 2 foot in the air. This portal will open up, and he's going to pull himself into it, and he's going to reach down to Aku and try to pull him up into the rope trick.
Okay. Make a strength check with advantage.
Okay.
If Aku, you gonna let Hayden pull you up?
Yep.
With advantage.
All right, sweet. Strength check with advantage. Does Bane affect this?
Yes.
Oh my god. That's not good. Oh no, I rolled a 3.
Hayden flexes with all
no.
his might. but Aku's kind of heavy and Hayden is kind of weak. Can't put him into the rope trick.
It's my turn.
No, no.
I'm inside the rope trick at least. So
Okay. It's
How does
Aku's
this bird
turn
look,
next.
Jamie?
What? Sorry.
How does this bird look?
Pretty rough, yeah.
Pretty rough. Cool.
The flames are going out. There's like scars all over his body that aren't kind of healing.
Dope.
It's not like on death's door, but there, close. However, it is the bird's going to use one of its legendary actions
Mhm.
to take a swipe attack at Barnes.
I actually heard the bird isn't allowed
the
to
word.
do that. Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
so-
The bird is the
I'm in
word.
its mouth, yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to attack you with its talons.
I'd like to
Foot in
use
mouth.
my reaction, Jamie.
Yes.
He's going to grin. And could the bird make a wisdom saving throw?
Bird can make a
Oh my
wisdom
god, are
saving throw.
you
Although it's pretty good
seducing
at
the
this.
bird? Are you
Yes.
seducing the
Is it a
bird?
really? are you
This
trying
is
to
a night. This is a 19.
Oh, F. Okay. Oh, rip. It fails. Yeah, continue.
Bro, did you not know from
Sorry,
the
I
fucking
can't see.
wisdom
I can't.
saves?
No, I can't tell the difference between a 6 and a 9. It's a 16.
Oh, it fails. Okay. So he's gonna grin, and the bird and him are going to shimmer. And I don't know how you're going to rule this because he's in his mouth, but they swap places. And wherever he ends up, standing atop the bird's head, he's just gonna chuckle and say, "Classic misdirection. Almost had me there, Desirat, huh?"
Okay, I am gonna rule this that you're gonna be standing next to the bird with like your mouth on one of the bird's
Oh my
wing,
God,
just like,
the bird became Nando's. It became Nando's.
and the bird's just gonna like swing round for a second and like looking for you, like no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
It is
So-
classic time.
So yeah,
I
this
will-
feature is while holding it, use a reaction, force a creature making a single target attack to redirect it. If there's no available option for retargeting, it automatically fails.
Okay, yeah, so it's just gonna like turn around as it's kind of swung at its mouth, and then it looks down, and you're like biting it, and this bird's not smart, but it looks confused. Like it's done the limited maths it can, and this isn't how things work.
He just looks up at it and gives it a nervous laughter, and then mutters, "Oh fuck! Well, now what though?"
Okay, Aku, you're up.
Okay, so can you just reiterate exactly where Barnes is on the bird? And
So
is the
Barnes is
bird
actually
in Aku's line of sight.
yeah. So they're both up here. You can kind of see them at the top. It's 40 foot of climbing to get up. Oh, sorry, 40 foot of climbing to get up to them. And Barnes has just like swapped places and is now like on the floor next to this bird rather than hanging at its beak.
So it's on top of it, you said.
Barnes is underneath it now, like but next to it rather than in its mouth.
Oh, so is Barnes on the floor, like on the ground, or?
Standing, but on the ground. Yes.
We're on the
Okay,
mushroom. Like
cool.
this is 40 foot in the air, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
on top of the mushroom, but up in the
Yeah.
air, but on top. Yeah, if this makes sense.
Yeah, so I could use my movement to climb rope trick, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can.
Okay, so Aku is going to take one step back, raise up his spear as he sees Barnes kind of maybe in a bit of trouble up there, and a huge beam of energy is going to shoot out in a 100-foot line at the bird, and the bird's going to need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, it's con save. Okay.
Get him.
What does a con 25 lead to as
Oh,
a
Matt
plus?
Goo.
It's 20. It's plus 7, right? Plus
7. Yeah. 8.
19.
Okay, that saves, but it's still going to take damage.
Half damage. Yep.
Yeah, let me just roll.
It is radiant damage, right?
Yeah.
Badass.
So that's 11 points of damage.
7 points damage. As you raise the spear, focusing at this, the creature's kind of essence still absorbs it, and the fire kind of comes round. But again, it leaves one of these scars that the fire doesn't seem to lap through, and just more and more of like the bird form of this creature is being uncovered, and the flames are dimming around it with every strike you guys make on it.
And then he's going to use his movement to climb the rope.
Okay. Zug, you are up. That's the end of Askel's go.
How does haste work exactly?
You get an extra attack per turn. Sorry, an extra attack action per turn.
You get extra movement as well, I feel.
And 10
Double
foot of movement,
movement.
right?
Double movement, I think.
Double movement and then plus 2 AC.
2 AC. Yeah.
Yeah.
Double movement. Okay. So in that case, how far is the bird? So my movement is what? 30 generally, so I can move 60 now.
Yeah.
In a turn.
And you could
But
dash.
if you dash as well as your action, then you'll make 90.
Then I'll make 90. Well, 90 is almost exactly to the birds. And
It is to the bird, and then you
And
have
then
an
you
extra
get-
action.
does the mushroom count as difficult terrain, or like how does it work in terms of getting up?
Climbing. No, I'll just say you guys can get there.
Okay, because I have a ring that makes me like not give a shit
Yeah.
about.
So if Zug dashes, you get there. You get an extra attack because of haste. So that's 1 weapon attack. But then obviously you can action surge and everything as well.
Yeah, so that's what I was planning on doing. So could I? Oh yeah, so I'm just gonna. So Zug just like fucking legs it, as if like a man possessed, like Usain Bolt speed, just like closes the distance, and then where's my action surge? I've lost my fucking tab. Yeah, then action surge is to action. So I get a normal attack, right, because of haste.
Yeah, 1 normal attack. Yeah.
Which is a 28 to hit.
28 hits.
I can't believe you nerfed my fucking extra damage.
9 points of
Just
fire
so you're
damage.
aware,
Zug.
Esky,
So that is a.
just so you're aware, you don't actually have to take the attack. You can, if you wanted to, do an action. So if you had a magic item or something, you could do that instead. But if you want to attack, you get 1 attack.
Yeah, I don't have any
Smash!
or anything. So it's gonna have to be that's
Crash!
only 10 points of damage. So how much did I take back? 9, you said.
9. Yeah. So how much
Alright,
points of
then-
damage does it take?
It only takes 10 for this one.
10. Okay. Cool.
I want to use action surge as well.
Okay.
If I can find it. And which I can't find it. Where the fuck is it? I've lost it. I have no idea where. Oh, here it is.
Features
Sorry,
and
sorry,
traits, bro.
Yeah, I found it. There we go. Okay, action surge and first one might be unlucky depending on the Bane roll. Yeah, it is. That one misses. Second one,
Did pray to Gab.
that one hits.
Oh, it's a
and
shame you're
that
not
is-
lucky.
I haven't got any lucky dice left. We haven't rested yet. Use
Ten-
the abilities.
10 point. You take 10 points of fire damage for hitting the second one.
Oh my lord.
Flippin' heck.
Keep fucking dying.
I rolled 1 and 2s on these for so
Oh,
long.
shut up. So that's 24.
Nobody cares.
Only
How much-
on
how
the
much
third
damage
one
was
or
it?
the second one?
Second one.
Second one's 24 damage. Okay, cool.
How much do I take back?
You take 10 points. Sorry, back on the second one.
Okay. Okay, and then
Third
one more
attack.
is a with a Bane. I mean, I think it hits irrelevant of Bane. It does. It's a 19, which does hit.
19. Okay. 19. It's gonna make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, okay. I'll wait before rolling anything then.
Yeah. So the damage, you kind of see this strike, and it kind of almost goes like the flames almost entirely extinguish as it kind of almost seems to like fall, and then something there's like a single cinder left in its center that bursts outwards and like just about seems to keep this creature's essence going.
Mm-hmm. So is that irrelevant? of my
It's
damage, or-
alive. Just something something unnatural seems to be keeping it alive.
I haven't rolled. Do I roll the damage or?
Oh wait,
Is
sorry.
that-
I thought was that to hit. Sorry, previously 19.
Yeah, 19 to hit. Not
Oh, sorry. Yes, roll the damage. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. So the damage is.
Get him, lad. Get him.
Please roll alright with this one. That is 15, but give me a sec. I just want to check I'm not missing any. I believe. Which one's Savage Attacker again? Or Orcish Fury? One of the two.
You get Savage Attacker. You get an extra attack if you crit or something.
But he hasn't
No,
crit.
it's a different one where I get to add a D12 to just one of my attacks at some point. But I can't find it at the moment. It's fine. Alright, that's it. So yeah, no, that would be 15 points then.
Okay. It doesn't quite trigger that effect, so it's
Yeah.
barely standing.
Cool.
Okay. As Zug kind of flies in, all like eyes rage, moving unnaturally quickly for all of you swirling and swinging. This creature's its flame is almost entirely extinguished.
Oh wait, no, I found it. Hold on.
Consider
Before
your
it goes-
flame.
Consider your flame extinguished.
Once per short rest, when you hit with an attack using simple or martial weapon, you can roll one of the damage dice an additional time and add it as extra damage.
Okay.
So that would be a D12.
Okay, go for it.
Without modifiers is a 3 points of damage.
Right. So it does do that same thing then, because it does seem to like almost collapse
Hell
in on
yeah.
itself. However, that single cinder smashes it alive as the creature dies, but then comes back as phoenixes are wont to do.
Someone used the fucking cage thing on it.
It's its go. Does it get its immolate attack back?
Who's got the goddamn bird cage?
I don't know.
I think I
does
do,
get-
actually.
I don't know.
It does get its immolate attack back, which is what
Oh,
it's going to use.
why?
Oh,
Everybody,
I heard it doesn't, actually.
everybody, a dexterity saving throw for me.
doesn't even
Come on,
matter
Gab.
for me.
Come on, Gab.
Those
would
who,
assume
sorry,
that
those who are in
Matthew
rogue
and
trick don't.
Okay, this is pretty okay.
25.
It's gonna be my turn next.
I think I
I
passed.
was trying to get the
I'm
glory.
25.
My character was gonna gloat for weeks. It's dead.
I'm pretty sure I failed this one.
Okay, cool. So
Oh, boy.
16 or over, you take 17 points of fire damage.
Flippin' heck.
Otherwise, I'm
And if you fail, you take 34.
Oh,
Glad I passed.
Me too.
Ascor.
Score is on the floor.
Ascor
Not
can again roll
moving.
a death saving throw and whisper me.
Whisper
Actually,
me.
sorry, the creature's it's still going to have its go, and it's going to fly away from you all. Fuck off.
fuck off.
You can message me the result, Ascor.
Right.
Oh.
Is there a way to do it on D&D Beyond? Sorry, on
You
Roll20?
could whisper it just to me.
How does one do that?
I don't know actually. I think there is a way with tell GM. Roll. You could just. I don't think so. I sorry. I do know there is a way. I just can't figure it out. If you want to just.
Cool. I'm
give it a
going on
dice roller.
to. Yeah. I've gone into a dice roller now. All right. It is a single failure. Oh god, I said it out loud.
Okay,
like an
that's fine.
idiot.
That's fine. We can just keep going. Ascor fails a death saving throw.
I'm
Barnes.
too loyal.
Spoilers.
Sharing.
Barnes, you're up.
Okie dokie. I suppose we can see Ascor down here.
Yep.
Okay, is hopping off the mushroom gonna require some damage?
No.
Okay, we're gonna hop off the mushroom. Gonna run a little bit this way. Slap him with a wee little cheeky healing word. Get him stabilized once more.
Might even
And
worth it. I think
Barnes-
it's got like 4 HP left.
I mean, yeah, but Bond's with little energy left is just gonna huff out to, oh, for fuck's sake, just stand up. Christ. And that's gonna be 6 HP. And then he's gonna turn back to it and slap it with ye old bardic blast. I don't actually think there's a whole lot else I can do. Like CC, I don't know if it's just gonna keep coming back, but we'll just keep it some more. Okay, this might hit if I roll a 4 on bardic, which I do. Okay, 18 hits. Yeah, so the first one hits.
Yep.
Does this hit? Oh yeah, okay, same deal. Second one hits. And then the third one hits. Okay, all 3 hit. Cool. So that's gonna be how many of these guys? 9, 14, 18 plus 3 times. Yeah, 33 points of damage.
33 points of damage. Okay, I will roll a Constitution saving throw to see if it beats the half of the damage. It does. So again, each of these beams, each one kind of slams in and the light completely dims, but there is somehow, in some part of it, a single cinder reignites this creature around it.
We need that birdcage now. And
Yeah, this my turn.
Roman.
I sent you a question.
Oh, sorry. I mean,
use the master ball, Ash.
Ash has 2 hit points and he's trying to find out if he's gonna die if he gets close to it. And apparently, DM says yes.
Maybe.
So I can get right up to it and use it in the same turn with action surge, but I have 2 hit points, so I will die if I go near it.
You need to go near it. Protect yourself. We'll find another way.
do you need to go near it for the thing?
Oh, that's a good question.
Well, that's an interesting question for the DM to
okay,
ask.
then I'll pull out the cage from my bag of holding and see what it does.
So, because both the spells in that have a range of 60 feet, I think you're fine.
Well, you didn't send me the spell on it, so how would I know that?
That's a very good point. It's a 60-foot spell.
Okay.
Can you guys remind me where we got this birdcage from?
Sylvanas.
It was given to us by Sylvanas being
Right,
like,
no,
"Ah,
no,
this
no,
could be
Melora-
important on your journey."
The wild mother baby.
Sylvanas gave you the crystal.
Oh, would
That's
you
right.
look at that? I moved 30 feet and I'm within
What's the
range.
difference, man?
One's
Uh,
mother, one's
Don't say
father.
that too loud,
so
nearly.
what do you do with the
yeah,
cage?
Can I use my giant brain to channel arcane energy through it and capture this evil Moltres in my master ball?
Dark Moltres.
Okay, it's gonna roll a saving throw.
What color
Alright.
are shiny Moltres, guys?
As you kind of run forward, you open its cage. This creature like screeches, looking directly at you. The cage opens, and you can feel some of the fire and essence being pulled towards this cage. And it seems as though Roman and this creature seem to be locked in a battle of wills. It doesn't seem to be pulled in. Roman, that's the end of your turn.
Action surge?
Roman, that's the end of your turn. As you're trying to hold this,
We
Hayden.
get to action surge it?
No, as you're trying to hold on to this creature's essence. It's kind of barely everything you're taking trying to hold this cage in place. Hayden.
Okay, quick question. Earlier when Zug was attacking the monster with his ice-charged axe and then later with his fire-charged axe, did it seem like either of those elements were doing more damage to it?
Fire
Yeah,
was doing
fire
nothing,
does-
ice was
fire
doing all
does
of it.
Fuck all, ice does full damage. That's the cheat
Okay,
sheet
so
right
ice-
there.
Ice was doing well then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. how much
So
damage I
basically,
lost.
I'm so sorry, dude. Okay, so Hayden's gonna like once Aku's like pulled into the rope trick, Hayden's gonna like rummage through his bag real quick, and he's gonna thrust a wand of healing to Aku's chest and be like, "Take this. You need to use it." Hayden's not using it. He's passing it to Aku. Then in his bag, Hayden's gonna pull out his what's they're called? They are called freezing crossbow bolts.
Absolutely.
Of which he still has 9. He got rid of 1 earlier during the ritual. So he is going to slide that into his crossbow, and he's gonna kind of shuffle over to the edge of the rope trick. And what he's gonna do is like he's gonna basically like sit on the edge of the rope trick and then like fall backwards, so like he's hanging out of the rope trick just like with like his like knees and like legs like hooked over the side and like hanging upside down. He's gonna like pull his crossbow and like aim and like fire it at the bird.
Absolutely, go for it.
Yeah. Also considering I've just popped out of a rope trick where I wasn't visible, does that count as a sneak attack?
You're not hiding when you come back out of the rope trick, so no.
But I was really cool when I did it upside down.
If you were
right?
doing
So,
it
like-
from inside the rope trick, that's fine. No matter how cool you describe it. Hayden looks very cool. Aku might or might not be impressed. It's up to it's fine. But the
I'll just do
creature
a
is
normal attack.
yeah.
Okay, let me do my normal attack then. I sure hope this hits.
That's a crit.
A nat 20! Dang!
Nat
Okay,
20.
cool. And then So D&D Beyond unfortunately has wiped all of my notes that I had on how much damage my special crossbow bolts do. So I don't know if you remember, was it 1d8 or 1d6?
Yes, it's
Ice
1d8.
1d8. Okay, cool. So that is holy fuck. Okay, so 9 points of piercing damage plus 18 points of sneak attack. Oh wait, no, I'm not getting sneak attack, you said. Okay, so just normal damage. 9 piercing, and then 8 piercing critical damage. I don't know why I got reduced by 1. I guess it's different rules for...
It's rolled it twice, so you can go, so it's 18 piercing damage plus a d8 ice.
Cool,
6,
that's
so
6.
12, 30 plus your dex modifier.
Plus my dex modifier.
So 30 plus...
Wait, why are we adding my dex modifier?
Because you add that to all your bow attacks, right?
Oh, I thought that this is already calculated by...
Sorry,
thingy.
it is. It's 8, so... Sorry, it is. So it's 6. So you rolled 6, which is 12.
Mhm.
So 12 plus...
18, so 30.
30 points of damage. Okay,
30
yeah.
points of damage.
As your arrow slams into this creature, its entire essence and eyes focused on it. You can see it kind of, the ice begins to encase it. The fire again goes out, kind of spreading it from its chest, which you've hit square on, kind of this thing. Roman, you feel this, like, the cage getting pulled towards this creature, and you try to, like, pull it back and focus its essence here to stop it kind of regenerating again. You can make a strength saving throw. If you want advantage, you can use your action surge.
Obviously.
La.
Yeah, I will click my action surge. Click. Strength saving. Okay.
Did you use your bonus action at all that round?
You're
That
gonna
round,
contest,
no, I don't think
You're
so.
going to contest this creature's
20
charisma saving throw,
23.
which it rolled a 14 on. So as the ice spreads out of this creature, it actually encompasses the entire of the creature, spreading out from this little arrow in its chest. The fire goes out, and there's like a slight little flicker of flame in the middle. But however, it immediately gets snuffed out, and this creature, and it kind of like squeaks as it just miniaturizes, falls down into a little ball. The essence of it gets shadowed, gets pulled straight along this channel between it and Roman, falling straight into the cage. And Roman, you kind of get thrown back ever so slightly, holding onto this cage as the door slams shut. And you kind of like burnt and think, like gasping there, you kind of hold the cage for a second. And inside you see a tiny miniature version of this creature flitting from side to side angrily.
Jimkin.
Tiny Chimkin.
And we will say that combat, for now at least, has ended.
Oh my word.
Roman's a Pokemon master.
Oh my
Roman's
god.
just lying on his back with this cage on his chest, like
Someone.
staring wide-eyed at the friggin' ceiling of the cave because he's got 2 hit points.
As a reminder, those of you on death saving throws, so I think Ascor has 3 exhaustion points and Aku has 2. Those persist. But yeah, anyway, BRB, you guys sorted shit out. Roman, while you're looking at this thing, the bird is just angrily flicking from side to side. It's a really tiny version of it.
Roman whispers into the cage. He brings it. He's lying on his back. He brings it up to his face and he says, "I'm going to fucking roast you on an open fire."
So I collapse down to one knee with 10 hit points left. So we're gonna smash the bowl then. Great idea. Smash the fucking bowl. And what happened? The cage? You already thought about it now?
We were going to have to do that regardless. We would have gone into it more injured. This was hard, though. I will say that much. Are we all alright?
Right.
Alive?
Smash the fucking bowl. You gotta do himself.
Is anybody, like, unconscious? You're all fine, right?
But at what cost?
But at what cost?
Yeah. We're all pretty rough.
Hello, I'm back. Yes, hello. What are you guys doing?
Just in shock. Everybody's just laying there.
Is
Oh.
can Can we check the room for other dangers?
Where's the crystal?
Also, I was gonna say, has the bowl of blood? Can I get a status check on the bowl of blood?
Does anyone
please?
come close to Roman, by the way?
Yeah, Bond's probably staggers over and just gives him a good thinking on the cage.
Find Vespenchlorus and destroy whatever remains of him so we can get the fuck out of this horrid little tree.
I'm on board, buddy. I'm so on board with that.
The blood in the bowl still about the same level that you guys all added it in previously.
Yes!
Surely, sorry,
Oh
surely
my fucking god.
enough blood was spilled.
We should have sacrificed that blasted bird.
Surely we proved our deeds. I mean,
still might
really.
yet.
We still need to give it the stuff. There are
Zach,
balls left, right?
No, you destroyed all the bowls.
So Zug walks over to the bowl of blood with his like limps over to it, and he reaches out with his now like fiery axe and just drops the head of it in the bowl of blood. What happens?
There's like an explosion of like cauterizing blood, but it seems to bubble around your axe and just maintain at the same level.
Hayden's gonna pull himself back into the rope trick, and if Aki hasn't,
Just go fuck off. Understandable.
bye
my
guys.
dude.
If Aku hasn't started using the wand of cure light wounds on him, Hayden will take it back and use it on Aku to get his health back up.
Ugh,
How many charges have I got on it?
really? I'm gonna try drop a fairy fire on the bowl.
Lights up,
Um,
looks pretty, no effect.
wand of cure.
So to all the fantastic wizards in this room, has anyone got any great ideas on how to get this ball of blood to not be so full of blood?
Another day goes by, and still I am not allowed to feel the sweet release of death.
I can arrange that for you if you would like.
No, Roman, it's not all it's cracked up to be, really. I actually don't recommend it at all. I'm still stiff.
Jamie, my D&D Beyond has wiped all of my notes, which was really frustrating. Was my cure light wounds wand 1d6 or 1d8 healing?
It's 1d8.
Plus caster level, I think. 1d8 plus caster level.
Yes.
Roman is slowly gonna get
Which-
to his feet.
Which is your spellcasting modifier, so...
Okay, so plus 7.
Out of interest, has
Have you got a
the-
+7 to intelligence?
No, I've got a plus 3, but
That's
my
your
spell
spellcasting
attack
modifier. No, your spellcasting modifier is your +3.
okay,
Your
so it's just
proficiency,
+3.
spellcasting attack is that plus proficiency.
Okay.
I was gonna say, Jamie, the bowl of blood. Yeah, is it as is it more full? Has it gone back to the normal?
So
the total
before
amount?
you guys started smashing bowls and you were putting power and blood in there,
Yeah.
it's at the same level it was.
Wait, and we at no point noticed that it'd gone back up every time. we
No, it
smashed
hadn't
bowl?
gone back up. Before you guys started smashing bowls and were putting blood and power in there, it was decreasing slowly. And fighting the phoenix and destroying the bowls seems to have no effect on the bowls.
Roman is gonna do a big sigh. He's kind of gonna like shuffle around and get to his feet with this cage. If it's big enough, he'll just drag it along the floor. If not, he'll just carry it in his hand. He's gonna come to the altar next to Zug, and he's gonna look Zug dead in the eye.
Yes.
He's gonna just dump the cage in the fucking bowl.
As the cage gets dumped in the bowl,
Yes.
the blood
Yes.
boils and festers and begins to shoot out. And ever so slightly, it seems to burn and cauterize downwards, sticking to the side. And the blood level decreases down until there's nothing but the cage, which the phoenix inside, you see it has kind of now been sent back down to an egg, kind of the same egg you guys saw, but this time in the cage, much smaller, and a single crystal laying down next to it.
Like
What, in the bowl or in the cage?
So the crystal's in the
Archmage.
bowl, and
Yeah.
the egg is now in the cage next to it. So they're two separate things.
Roman picks the cage up and brings it to his face and he says, "Perhaps we won't roast you. Perhaps we'll fry you. Or poach you. Or boil you.
All right.
Many options."
Hang on. It's just a little egg.
No,
Leave
it's-
it. It's...
I'm in
Just
support of
an
eating
egg!
Well, it's
Yeah.
just an egg.
Up above, the northeast side of this room, there is a slow golf clap. A very slow clap. As you all look up, the smiling, grinning visage of Ghost, Everthil, Elenia, smiling and clapping. And just as that, his form fades, but he's still, you can still hear the clapping ringing throughout, replacing the pulsating heartbeat that was there before.
We've got a standing ovation for our incredible
Fucking hell.
heroic deeds.
Well, good feat
Ah.
of bravery, everybody. We're missing Hayden and Aku. Are they dead?
No, I think they're in that thing. I need to point.
They should be so lucky.
And what on earth are they
Hayden.
doing in there?
Across the room, you hear, "I think I'm dying."
Maybe. That might be true.
Hayden has been using the wand of Cure Light Wounds on Aku, and he uses 10 charges of it to heal him for 86 hit points. So he should be feeling a bit healthier now.
Oh wow, 86. Okay, let me write that down.
Solid as fuck. Holy
as-
shit. How many charges?
as
Is that all the
in-
charges?
About a third of what's left on it.
Yike.
Yeah.
Things are big.
As Hayden is healing Aku, Aku looks like exhausted, and he kind of like puts his hand on Hayden's shoulder to sort of steady himself, and sort of grabbing at his clothing, and he sort of looks at Hayden and says, "Thank you, Hayden. It seems you've really saved my skin there." And he's gonna sigh and try and get up if he's feeling a bit better.
Quite a lot better, I think. 89 points of healing.
The rest of us
He's
are all just like
still
run ragged and coughing and bleeding.
Exhausted. He's still exhausted, and he did just
Yeah.
die. So I imagine that he's not feeling,
That great.
that great.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem. Aku, that was really close. I thought you were actually dead for a second there. Anyway, there's you can just get down this way. Here, I'll show you. And he slides down the rope trick and offers him a hand to try to help him out of the rope trick onto steady ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
He sort of grabs his forearm and lifts himself down slowly.
to see the rest of the group, all I guess wondering where they are. And kind of waves awkwardly. Hey guys,
Oh, look who it is. You did make it
Oh, you-
after all.
you got the chicken
Mm.
in the
Yeah.
cage.
Yes, we did
Oh.
defeat it. Yeah. Wow.
Nice.
Oh.
Roman, you're looking pretty rough. Are you okay?
Or did you lose your filter as well as part of your health?
There. Bond is going to pat Roman on the shoulder. It'll be okay, buddy.
Just kill me. Just
No, I won't do
fucking kill-
that.
Just fucking kill me.
But can I have the chicken if you die? It's quite cute.
No, this chicken's coming with me.
Sounds like
Hell. We should probably find somewhere to rest. I don't think we would survive another fight with anything at this point.
Oh no, most certainly not.
You think we can rest with him? And he just sort of points to the corner where Ghost was.
Hayden looks over to the empty corner.
He's not gonna
The
come.
chicken's
out
in the
of
cage, right?
Yeah.
Chicken's in the cage.
Did Roman hit his head? Yes, the other guys.
Alright, to clarify.
I mean, he nearly
Oh, wait.
died.
Yeah, sorry, Hayden and actually probably didn't see Ghost.
No, we didn't see ghosts. That's what
Yeah.
he didn't say.
Sorry, yeah, my bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
Nearly died, if that's what you're asking. As did most of us. But you know, we
Here.
have to fight another day.
Hayden will toss the wand of cure light wounds over to Barnes. Here, use this on Grumpy over there.
Why me? Can't you do it? I look like a healer to you. Jeez.
Oh, last time I
Show
got close
up.
to him, he tried strangling me. So,
All right.
Also, Hayden's still kind of like holding Aku stable.
Come here, Archmage Evertill, and I'll give you. I don't know how this item works. But he'll probably pause as he's about to be like, "Oh, hang on. Are we continuing after this? Maybe we just find a corner and sit in it and rest."
Just fucking
I say
die.
we at least
Right,
rest
we just
for a while.
fucking die, Roman. That's exactly right. Let's just do that.
Yeah, let's definitely find a place that we can, I don't know, relax.
We can make us a little place of safety, sort of safe anyway. Little hut we can sit in, but we need to disguise it.
I would say maybe head back to where that nice shiny lake was. That place seemed pretty serene. And it's not far from the dragon that doesn't hate us.
It's true, maybe
Ugh.
the dragon will protect us.
I don't know if it will protect us,
seems-
but it's definitely probably not going to eat us.
I don't think he's that fond of us. Maybe the Sylvanas and Melora statues, you know, the
Yes.
good aligned deities that'll look out for us.
Gotta
If we have a
yes,
worshipper off in our
this-
party.
The statues that
That's
cursed
true,
me.
that's true.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the one that threw us. Well, you guys across the room. I'm wordy, so I feel pretty good about sleeping next to
Like
them.
kind of like rubs the back of his
Good
head. He's
for
like,
you.
yeah, you know what? On second thoughts, Barnes, I think that's probably a better idea than the room with all the evil things in it. Perhaps going to the place with the not evil things was a better idea. Yes, off the 2 corridors we visited.
And your friend Rasha wait. Can Ghost wait?
I
Does
mean,
my brother
he's not
seem
gonna go
like a
anywhere.
patient person to you?
I mean, he was patient enough to screw us over. It took him a while.
You make a good point, actually.
I mean,
It's
where's
up
he
to
gonna go?
you. Well, I want to just see
Well,
Vaspin again, so
We should get out of here.
right. To the statue room and maybe just regroup.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
All right,
Let's-
go on, mosey.
Mass score you hear. Wait. My legs. They feel weak.
Do you?
Gonna
Cut them off then. You don't need them.
Zug, can you carry Ascor?
Yeah, sure.
guess we'll limp our way over.
I mean, okay, so in roleplay terms,
Yes.
is your HP kind of scale with your strength, like below HP, or is that exhaustion? Like, you know.
It's exhaustion, really.
Yeah.
But
that's what
you can
I
feel a
say.
little shit. Like, you don't really want to carry him, but Askel's quite light compared to the amount that Zug can lift.
Yeah. As I say, it's ultimately not challenging, but I am at like a 14th of my total
Okay.
HP.
You guys pick yourselves up and you tread your way back through. You guys watching for the vine traps?
I mean, I got a
So
fireball.
fireball as you go. Where are you guys going to rest? Are you going to the dragon place or are you going to
No.
The happy statues.
the happy statues? Okay. Making your way back to the central kind of 3-way point you guys chose before. You make your way through to the green area, and Sylvanus's kind of oak face is still there. The statue of Melora weirdly has moved back into position from where you guys moved it from. However, you guys kind of drop everything off, kind of going in silence mostly, kind of each of you kind of wincing with each step, the fire from the phoenix still burning whole, the occasional rattle from the cage that Roman is having as the egg even the egg is moving from side to side, and Roman is probably angrily shaking it as much as possible as well. You guys get back, you breathe. It feels slightly warmer here, it's not warmer, slightly calmer, more tranquil. Each of your bruises and wounds feel refreshed ever such a little bit. You guys might be safe, you might not be, but at least for now, you are standing beside a statue of the Wild Mother and an edifice of Sylvanas. What are you guys talking about doing? Saying?
One thing. There is that creature still.
What creature?
Which
The
one?
creature with the horrible face.
Oh,
But that was in the other room.
well, I think he was eaten by the dragon, to be honest.
I
we
wouldn't
definitely
be
missed
so
it.
sure.
More might pop out, but we're in a place of the gods. But look, I can make this sort of magical place of rest, and if you can think of a way to disguise it, then nothing should really see us.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Well, cheer up, we won a great battle. This was fantastic. Actually, the outcome couldn't really have been better if we tried. None of us died. We have the crystal. We're well on our way to rescuing your friend, and I'm on my way to spit on Vespin's grave. Actually, this is good.
That's true. It's true.
Why are we all so glum?
I mean, I just feel like maybe it didn't have to happen.
Oh, it had to happen, Zug. It's fine.
What's that wisdom saving throw?
I was just a sense check to whether he would be feeling unglum. The sense check says no.
A vibe check.
But it was a
The
vibe.
vibe
It
is-
was a vibe check. The vibe is no.
The vibe is permanently unhappy from Roman.
I guess if anything, the past, couple days has just made me aware of how vulnerable we are without Rasha here. He was a real asset to our group and a true friend, and
That
I
is
just
true.
really hope we can get him back.
No offense, Bond. You're
I'm
also-
trying not
Brian-
to take
Brian-
any.
Yeah, but, of course it's nothing, to Barnes, but
No, it's not like we swapped or anything. It's not like a trading situation.
no, not at all, not at all.
If
Yeah,
it
it's
was,
just-
we would trade you back.
Well, that's fair enough. From what I hear about him, he's a fantastic healer who saves the dead and is wonderful and sparkly, and I'm just some guy who's worthy of the gods and kept you all alive last fight and seduced a dragon into letting you walk past. But no, I know I can't possibly compare.
Barnes, you're really great at what
I'm
you do. and we're
fantastic.
really-
I'm really good at what I do, I know.
Yeah, and it's just, Rasha is a good friend of ours, and we miss him. That doesn't mean anything about you.
No, no offense taken. Let me just prepare this place of rest for y'all to sleep in so you have a safe night.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you. That's really kind of you.
As Barnes is being salty, Aku kind of walks up to him and sort of like stops in front of him and stares him dead in the eye and says, "Our priority is getting Rasha back. But you really helped us out today. So thank you, Barnes."
Wow, I've got to say, I didn't expect that. Thank you for thanking me.
You know, Aku, I do have to say that's probably the most aggressive thank you I've ever seen in my life.
But it's
Oh,
also
work on
probably
that.
one of the most genuine ones I've seen, so
I mean,
I
didn't say it was
appreciate
genuine.
it.
I just thought it was gonna
Anytime.
punch you in the face. That's
Anytime, buddy, anytime. Until resume the casting of Leomund's tiny hut.
Aku looks
think you'll
slightly
really-
disgruntled at the buddy comment, but, chooses to ignore that.
Hey, look, it's ancient lingo. We called everyone buddy back then.
My dude.
My dude, my guy, homie. My known homie.
I think you'll really like Rasha when you meet him, Barnes. He's,
Really?
Yeah, he's really fashionable and just really kind and nice, and I don't know how to describe him. He's great.
Well, I can't wait to have a conversation with him.
I do like him. Don't worry.
All right, should we all get ready for bed?
I'm starving.
Yes, I'd rather do.
Does anybody have any food or water? Or can you just reach into my pack for me?
This guy, where did you find him? He's fantastic.
Asco's like gasping for air, like gently, and just like, backhand over his forehead, just like coming in and out,
Roman's sort of like on the floor, like probably lying mostly horizontal, but with his like head like this, and probably has the bird cage like on his tummy, just kind of like looking at it really pissed off. And he'll look over at Barnes and he'll say, well, it seems like you're looking for a project. And he like eggs his head at Askel. Some things can use a bit of work around here, probably.
I'm going to say this, even though I think it's probably going to be quite offensive. I think all of you are sort of just projects, but I get the point.
So how big is Lumen's tiny hut then? Is it tiny?
10-foot radius, so 20-foot diameter. So pretty big. 9 creatures of medium size or smaller fit inside the dome. We can move through it freely. Spells and magical effects can't extend through it. The atmosphere inside the space is comfortable and dry, regardless of the weather outside. So he'll probably put a nice little ambient fire flicker in it as well. Maybe it's a little perfumed with a scent you can't quite place, an ancient sort of aroma. It's quite
what does an
pleasant.
ancient aroma smell like? Doesn't sound
I don't
good.
know.
Roman,
Spices.
not like Roman.
Buried spices. I don't know, guys.
Old Spice.
Oh, boy.
Old Spice.
It smells a bit like chamomile.
Oh my god! Maybe Barnes has taken Roman's place as Old Spice.
Old Spice,
The
yeah.
oldest
Ancient Spice.
Ancient
He is
Spice.
ancient spice.
He's
Yeah.
ancient spice.
Senior spice.
So the dome is opaque from the outside. So I guess at some point they'll kind of tap the outside and say, well, I mean, if we can think of a way to cover it, or, I don't know, put up some plants or something.
Yeah, make it look like
You
the
can change
rock
the
of
color of it
walls.
to whatever you want on the outside, by the way.
Yeah, the dome is opaque, any color. So I guess I'll make it look, I don't know, if this is a green chamber, kind of green, camo green.
I wouldn't worry about too much foot traffic in this area, though.
That's
No.
true. Jamie, you said that, Clued said that no spells can go through Lumen's tiny hut. Is that correct?
They can't be cast through it or extend through the dome. But I think you can. You can cast it inside, but you
Yeah,
can't
get
like
in.
sit inside
So-
and like pew out the hut.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so if I set up an alarm spell further down the corridor, I would still get alerted if someone went through it if I was inside the hut, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
cool.
not casting
Then-
through it. Yeah.
I will use a spell slot to cast alarm further down the hallway, so we have a warning if anything starts to approach us. But I think we're in a dead end, right? So we can only really be approached from
Yeah,
one way.
one angle.
Cool.
So,
All right, so I'll do that 30 foot away.
with Hayden preparing an alarm spell, and the rest of you kind of battered, bruised, exhausted, settling down, hoping that in this place you are able to rest and recuperate and recover after an intense battle with an ancient undead evil phoenix. You all kind of unnervedly somehow fall asleep. We will cover whether or not anybody is on watch and what happens in the intervening hours next session. But for now, you guys have amassed 3 crystals for 3 seeming missing crystals in a door and an elevator or some type of contraption that will take you further down into the midst of this tree. And perhaps next week your progress shall continue. But for now, thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you for playing D&D Boyband. The Phoenix was a little tougher than I expected it to be.
Does that fly around? It's a bit annoying.
Understatement of the year.
Dude, I did like fucking 60 points of damage to myself.
Yeah, that was rough.
I kept expecting you to be like, well, I'm unconscious every time I hit you, but I don't think it actually hit you that much. So it was just kind of.
I have
weird,
142 HP.
He's beefy.
Vance gave me another 10.
Beefy.
So trust
Yeah.
me, it did a lot of damage, and I'm lucky I am still
Gosh.
standing.
Yeah, like, and you guys, it would have turned into an egg if it had lost its saving throw. But then you obviously would have. What do you do with the egg? But you put it in the cage, which was one of the expected results from if you decided to fight the thing.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
All right, so the journey continues.
What a game.
Next week.
What
Thanks
a
for joining,
Yeah.
everybody. Thanks for playing. And
Thanks, everyone.
I believe we are doing a raid, Erin. Or are we
Yeah, we're gonna raid Shake the Box, who's another LGBTQIA streamer who's doing a special event, D&D Draw Character Co-op. So it looks like they are maybe drawing a character based on maybe streamer Twitch chat interaction or something like that. It looks really cool. Their art is absolutely sick. So let's go check them out and send them some love. So I'm gonna see if I can trigger the raid. I can. Cool. There we go.
Nice.
Everyone, hop into the raid with us, and let's go send them some D&D Boy Zugs if you are a subscriber, or otherwise just shout and smile when you arrive. So yeah. See y'all next
Alright.
week. Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.